Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here with Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. We're still doing Pandora's Box. So, if you saw the last stream of Professor Layton, which at this point was a while ago, like 2 or 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. We ended up running into some, let's say, issues. We ended up running into some issues with how puzzles were showing up in the UK version, which is Pandora's Box. In the US, it's called Diabolical Box. We ended up running into one of the most bastardized localized things I've seen ever, honestly, which is impressive because they localized it from English to British English, and they just completely fucked up the puzzle. There was a puzzle that was just completely and utterly butchered. Completely and utterly butchered, and it was complete not a nonsense, and I was just like, wow. It went from, there's a water fountain, and the water fountain has the word red in it. What does it say with the water reflection? And then it ended up being in the other version that there's a like a statue here. They have modified the statue in a certain way to change what it says. Could you work it? It was like completely and utterly butchered. And then we had a puzzle like immediately afterwards that just took out some of the words that more explicitly defines the puzzle about voting for a mayor. It just made the puzzle less specific because they just removed words from it. And we've had a couple of moments in this game and the previous one of just some of the wording is a little weird. We kind of figured that maybe that was a UK problem. Maybe that was a problem with the UK version of the game. So I were discussing on the Discord, and we kind of were just like, so we don't run into this issue again, let's just start playing the US versions. I will play through Diabolical Box, the US version, in my own time. We'll get up to where we were, and we'll just continue from there. Then something tragic happened. Luke's voice in the US version's really bad. From my understanding, only Luke's voice. From my understanding, only Luke's voice is changed between the US to the UK version. Because Layton is absolutely the same. Layton is 100%, it's the same voice actor. It's different takes because there is differences in the, like, some of the dialogue. Some of the dialogue is written differently between the two versions, so some of them might sound like different takes, but it's absolutely the same person. But Luke's voice is different, and it's very easy to understand why Luke's voice is different, because that is very clearly an American person doing what they think a British accent sounds like, and it doesn't sound right at all. It does not sound good. So my assumption is they went to go, all right, here you go, UK version. Here's these puzzles. Localize them into UK because some of them might be kilos, and maybe you need to change those to pounds, or some of the money things might be different. Maybe some of the ways you say things. Change up some of those so these puzzles work there. And then the UK team went, all right, now we'll get right on that. And then they heard Luke's voice, and immediately dropped their tea and crumpets onto the floor, went to their photo of the Queen and had to place it face down on the mantle, and immediately had to, like, apologizing to the Queen for having to listen to such a bastardized English accent. And then they turn around and said to the American localizers, "We're changing Luke's voice, otherwise we're gonna have a second go at that Revolutionary War." Yeah, they had to light a candle to Princess Diana for how bad Luke's voice is. It's not horrible. Like, it's fine. It is fine. It's just, if you've heard real British accents in your personal life, it's very notable how bad Luke's voice is. Apparently, Layton's voice actor isn't British at all. He is American. But he does it well enough that no one cares. But the Luke one was really bad. So, we have a choice of The 13-year-old kid no longer sounds like a British kid and sounds like an American kid trying to do an English accent. Or we have puzzles that are written slightly weirdly. Actually, no, those are the two things. Well, either way, what I've decided at least, is that I'll take some slightly weird puzzles. I'll take Luke's proper voice actor. A big part of us doing Professor Layton at all is the fact that I wanted to do Ace Attorney, and Ace Attorney ends up having a crossover with Professor Layton in the future. And it's not that I'm only playing Professor Layton to get to that, to get to the crossover with Ace Attorney, because I had also heard from basically the exact same audience, both in person and like here on my channel, who are fans of Ace Attorney, that Professor Layton's also good and worthwhile playing. So it was a good instance to play that. So we did that. And in the crossover, it uses UK Luke's voice. So it'll keep the voice consistent. This is also why we're never going to English dubs during any of the Yakuza / Like a Dragon games, because I'm so used to the Japanese voices, it'd be weird to suddenly hear Marshall in English. I don't care how Mark Hamill it is, it'd be weird. Although I'm gonna rant, but it's come to my attention that from behind, Princess Diana and George Michael look very alike. It's the hair. Oddly specific. Derailing question, side views I think available, is that okay? That is fine. I'm okay with a side view. Views are not that important. That's the motto I take for everything in life, including this channel. So, with our delineation of which game we're going to play, we're going to stick with the Pandora's box, and we're going to stick with the UK versions. If any of the words are super bastardized, people in chat can look it up for me. Even though no one in chat today actually knows these games. But it's fine. So we're going to go into this, and we're just going to continue from here. The story so far. Says Luke. He'll be actually English in this. The voluntary express has pulled into the quiet farming village of Dropstone. Upon arriving, it appears that Dropstone is in the midst of celebrating its 50th anniversary. To pass the time, Layton, Luke, and Flora decide to ask around for information on the Elysian box. This is the box with a million names. It's the Elysian box, it's Pandora's box, it's the Diabolic box. Now I'm being asked to do unpaid labor. You don't have to. You don't know the game, so you don't have to. It's only the other people I'm going to ask to do unpaid labor. Cursed item. Everyone, flip off this thing! Fuck you! Fuck you, Fountain! Eat a dick, Fountain! This is the cursed object. This is the cursed object that haunts this stream. Fuck you! I'm gonna make one of my emotes for the channel. One of my animated ones. That thing blowing up. This is gonna be not a good one either. This is gonna be like this dog thing appearing in front of it. Professor Layton looks like a cylinder. Krabs was asking the question, having not been into these things before, of is Layton hot? Yeah, she was curious about it. It's like, is Layton hot? And for people who know what this game is like, I had to look over at Herschel here, and I'm just like, I don't know if hot's a thing that exists in this world. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Because everyone looks different. Because, like, Layton only has, like, lines for his features. But, like, that's... Like, Luke has a thing around, like, has the whites in his eyes. Layton doesn't. Maybe getting even started on this first. Pogsarios is awesome. Pogsarios is what I'm gonna keep, but I'm gonna ask someone to draw it good. It infuriates me, but it's Pogsarios! Pogsarios is awesome. Did I get coins? Oh, it's taken ages to put all these banners up. I know we went to the door. This was another puzzle. The village hall is closed up. Have we spoken to everyone here? Normally we end doing a specific thing or add a well, I haven't clicked on everything. This notice board is covered in cow posters. As long as it's not covered in cow pat, and that's okay. Poxarios is the best. See, the Monster Hunter fan likes Poxarios. Alright. Hello there, person. Have I done your puzzle? Jacques. Snobs. Sob sniffle. Parting with one so dear to your heart is even more painful than the tightest wig. When she was a child, I used to read her until she fell asleep. She looked just like an angel. Oh, nothing goes so deep as separation's knife. Sob. Craps, I don't know about that. I've never really given it much thought. So US Luke sounds like me doing Luke's voice. Oh, fret not. I wasn't expecting you, and as long as yourself fully understand my malaise. Don't mind me, I just excuse myself now. Do you think you just got dumped? Actually, he seems to have in a different way, didn't he? Best not to pry too deeply into private affairs of others, Luke. It's not becoming of a gentleman. You're alright, Professor. So that's just a random person who's been dumped. This is gonna be a puzzle. Hello there, Albert. Hey, fellas, pleasure to meet you. My name's Albert, and I'm beautiful Dropstone's #1 fan. This is not the British accents are gone. I heard you've been running around Dropstone asking questions, but you've yet to talk to me. If you solve this puzzle, then I, the king of Dropstone trivia, will answer your questions. Yeehaw! Boys Club. Below is a wheel of male and female portraits. Select the portraits and counting that portrait as one, move 6 portraits either clockwise or anti-clockwise, and cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait and always moving in the same direction. Remember to skip ones you've crossed out. If you start at the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only 6 portraits of men behind. Which portrait is this? Circle your answer. Remember you can move clockwise or anti-clockwise. A lot of words. A lot of words. Okay. Select a portrait. Top left is kinda... do you mean this one? Or this one? Do you mean Swedish Sheffield? Or do you mean one of Layton's many adopted kids? No, I don't mean the child. Well, I don't know what kind of... I don't know what that emote means. I don't know what that emote means. Oh, it's a sniffing emote. Okay. Are you sniffing the Swedish chef? Is that what's going on here? Okay, let's read this again. Let's read this soup again. Okay, select a portrait and counting that portrait as 1. Move 6 portraits either clockwise or anti-clockwise and cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait and always moving in the same direction. Remember to skip the ones you crossed out. I'll skip the ones you've crossed out. If you start at the right portraits, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only 6 portraits of men behind. Which portrait is this? Right now, something we don't. Some of these people... I was about to say, some of these people I recognize. It's literally just Luke and Flora. Okay. So it's one of those things where there's so many words and so many rules about how to do it that I, like, lose track. Okay. Where's my thing? Where am I starting this? Okay. So move 6 portraits anti or clockwise. Cross out the last of the 6. But not the one you start on. Just the last one. Okay. Read the pattern starting from the next level portrait and always moving in the same direction. Okay. So once you choose a direction, you stay moving that direction. You can move clockwise or anti-clockwise to start with, but it always has to be in the same direction. Okay. We have to eliminate all the men. No, wait. No. Do we eliminate the men or the women? We eliminate all the women. All of the women must go. Is the plan. Okay. So do I just pick somewhere to start and just go from there? Is that the best way to go about this? To just fucking pick a spot and try? Or is there a backwards way of working about this that makes more sense? Love is silence. Okay, so let's start from Flora and go clockwise, because I have an idea. Start from Flora, go clockwise. Okay, this is the only way we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, it was Flora! Start from Flora. Oh. I think I'm right.
And now to test my theory.
No! I was right!
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Sup, Doodles? Game's already bullshit. No, I'm kidding. I'm curious how I got that wrong. I worked it out that I was right. Oh, I'm starting from Swedish Chef. I'm dumb. I did the wrong thing. I started from her and then went 1. I'm dumb. Start from Swedish Chef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I started from her and I didn't count her as 1. That's what I did wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Start from Swedish Chef. Start from the Swedish Chef. I made the mistake of select a portrait and start and counting that portrait as 1. I started from Flora and then went 1 after that. I'm dumb.
Consider this puzzle solved.
There it is. I'm dumb.
And there we have it.
There we go. Very nice. If you get encountered from this man and proceed to anti-clockwise around the wheel, you eventually remove all the female portraits. Oh, the reason I was able to get that quickly and like work it out is just I figured, okay, well these 3 have to go like one after the other when you loop around. So like if you get rid of this one, if you get rid of like because there's 12 here, misogyny wins. Like you start like if you get rid of her first, this whole thing is 12. So if you go 6 and 6, you would end up here. If you go 6 and then it goes from there. So it's like, okay, you gotta start from here, 6 there. And then 6 after her is Flora. Do another 6. It's total of 12. You skip in 1, you go to her. Next time you do that, you'd end up here and just will those, like, all not there, but, like, will it land on the others. Good job solving exactly that. I remember it took me several iterations to find it. That was how I started it. I saw that there was 3 next to each other. And figured if you get rid of her first, because there's 12, 2 lots of 6 would take you here. Because you'd skip 1. So it was just about working out that to start, and it just so happens that that was the correct solution. Are ziggurats and hint coins the same things? No, picarats. Picarats, not ziggurats. No, picarats are your points for solving puzzles. You get points for solving puzzles, so because I got it wrong once, I said what I said. Because I entered the puzzle wrong once, I lost 3 points. But hint coins are what I can use to get hints for future puzzles. We get hint coins by just tapping the environment when we're walking around, and sometimes we just find them everywhere. Ziggurats is Mayan pyramids. No, yeah, Crafts is just being silly because I said picarats and she went, oh, ziggurats. And then I told her to stop spoil, and then they're Mesopotamian, and then I told Crafts to stop spoiling one of the future games. For when Layton goes to Mesopotamian ruins. Expertly solved. Oh, it gave me chills. It really did. Okay, ask away if you've got any questions about the village or its history. I'm your man. It's slightly off topic, but do you know anything about a relic known as the Elysian Box? You may have heard people referring to it as Pandora's Box as well. And if they like their guns and football, then they may also be referring to it as a diabolical box. It's hard to believe that you're going beyond my area of expertise. I never heard of the thing. What I can tell you is that older people in this village jump at the very mention of the supernatural. What, you were Texan before and now you're fucking Australian. From what I gather, it seems to have some connection to the village in the days of its founding. Unfortunately, that's all the info I can really give you on that subject. Sorry to let you down. The supernatural was involved in the founding of this town. That's what I was left to say something plain view and my room's doors wide open. That is other people's fault for looking. Do you have a display case of like anime figures and other things? Stick them on one of those shelves. If other people look, then it's their fault for looking. Mario Kart World, I'm on a chat much. Understandable, Mario Kart World fucks. For some reason, all the old timers here are really cagey about the origins of Dropstone. It was 50 years ago. What the fuck happened? I got a hunch that something strange must have happened before the village was founded. They definitely killed and murdered someone. They definitely did that. Oh, there's his glasses or his eyebrows? I think the answer's probably both. There's some more stalls over the other way. Let's see what kind of stuff they've got going on. I guess I'm going this way. Fireworks! I sure hope she does. Right, look at those gigantic cow balloons. It looks like the villagers are setting up for the livestock competition. Livestock competition? That sounds a lot of fun. Yes, I'd certainly like to see the competition myself, but it doesn't appear quite ready to start yet. While we're waiting, can we go and see more of the village? Certainly. We can return later when the competition commences. Yay! Doom Doom Deados. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to walk around until the livestock competition starts. We're literally just fucking about now. We're literally just fucking around now. So, I'm so good at analyzing coins. As a gentleman, it's my duty to take one of these balloons. Oh, competition still hasn't started. It's fucking bullshit is all it is. I'm fucking naked, cunt. Now look, that's not what the gentleman would say. These large balloons are in the shape of a cow. You did a really good job solving that puzzle, Layton. Very well done. Very well solved. How observant. This is why he is the puzzle person. Okay. Click on everything. You must get... Cool! I wish I could live in a mansion surrounded by trees. See, US Luke would never say, cool, blimey, governor. He'd never say that. I think... Okay, let me explore first where I look at those cats. Man is shaped like an uppercase P. Coins. That must be a farm. I wonder if the cows are out grazing now. That is bullshit grazing. Still, my cows are grazing. I never forget a face, and I don't know any of yours. You must have come on the Voluntary Express. Since you're in town, let me clue you in a few facts about Dropstone. I know you're just act all bashful and reserved on my account. Listen, if you only know one name in Dropstone, make sure it's Mr. Anderson's. Not only this man is swimming in money, but he basically runs Dropstone. But he's a top bloke, treats everyone with respect, even the postman. That'd be me, by the way. You can tell a lot about a man by the way he treats his local postie. But even nice guys like him have troubles. He spends all the time worrying about his daughter. He's trying to build a village full of robots to accompany her for when he finally dies. That reminds me, I just saw a pair of unusual characters head up towards Mr. Anderson's house. They say they were the policeman from London, but something about them seems awfully fishy to me. Two people, huh? Are you referring to Inspector Chummy and his assistant? Tell me, you say? That sounds right. He said it was your official business and need to see Mr. Anderson. Do you think there's a connection between this Mr. Anderson and the Elysian Box, Professor? Well, it seems that Mr. Anderson serves as the head of this community. It's only natural that he know about who and what passes through this area. He's a big fish, alright. You bang on the money about that. When even the owner of the Monterey Express stops in to pay him a visit when he's in town. Yes, but those two officers are being waited on like kings as Mr. Anderson as we speak. But off chit-chat, we've got a festival going on. So let's go and have some fun. I'm guessing Mr. Parcel's the mailman. He's the postie. It's British. This place looks way too sunny to be Britain. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This cat sculpture certainly is expressive. Yeah, he's a cute one. Oh, if you like cats, Professor, I got just a puzzle for you. It's the countryside. They're allowed to out there. It's legal out there. Crazy cats. Meow. One of these three pictures, A, B, or C, is the same picture as the black and white one displayed on the far left. Can you find which one? The difference picture on the far left is that its content flipped left to right. And its colors inverted and changed to black and white. Oh, yawning. Meow. Okay, so flip left to right. Only flipped left to right. And the colors are inverted. Try my best to see the differences between A, B, and C. Which I'm having real problems with trying to tell what the difference is between them. C's middle line is thinner? Is it? Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta look at this side where the pixels are bigger. I can see it more clearly. Okay, yeah, I can. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Because this line here is like flat even on there, where this is going up a little bit, and then it's going up a little bit on here. Unfortunately, this side also has them going up a little bit, so we only know it's not C. So it's only not C. Because this partition and this partition is starting on the diagonal of the ear, which is what it's doing there. So what is the difference between these two? Beyond that. Both got eyes there, both the eyes there are fucked up. Both got tongue out. I don't see shit. Okay, ear 1 is the same. Bridge there. Ear 2. Right eye. Is it the eyelashes are a little longer? Oh yeah, the eyelashes are a little longer on this one. And they're longer on this as well because they touch the edge. Okay, B. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, tiny detail.
Huh. Wonderful.
And that's the type of thing. How the fuck did people play this on the DS? How the fuck did people play this on the DS? And like solve those ones at its size. I'm like playing on an emulator where I'm looking at a preview window here that's even bigger. Like what I'm looking at is probably like fucking triple the resolution of the DS's like bottom screen. And I'm still just like, oh, I can barely make out the difference. See, it was possible, yeah, because you can see where it lines up for the ears. So seeing specific, like, how long the pixels are doesn't matter as much as, oh, you see them connect differently. The lashes is like, that's like 3 extra pixels on a line, on a tiny-ass screen. The fact that the screen was 1:1 resolution with the screen kind of helped. I feel like not aliasing on the pixels at all. True. Yeah. Yeah, resolution being 1:1 may actually help there. B is the picture you're looking for. The cat's eyebrows in A and the pattern of the lines in C in the background are different from the picture on the left. This is such tiny little details, like, squint my eyes. You always make it look so easy. You still had to squint no 2 ways about it. Oh, eyes are so cute. Look, your puzzle sucked. That sculpture really is cute. I just love cats. She got that Phineas and Ferb build. Try to always speak to people last. Because I gotta explore their house to steal shit. I gotta steal their hint coins. First thing you do when you go into someone's house is break through all their shit and search for their hint coin. There's quite the variety of paints. Dorothea. So now I'm just thinking of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Greetings! I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. May I ask your name? Of course, my name is Herschel Layton, Professor of Archaeology, Gresham University. Charm, sir. Welcome to Dropstone, Professor Layton. My name is Dorothea, and I'm in the maiden service of the Anderson family. Tell me, what brings you to our humble village? My companions and I are after an artifact known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard that name before? Can't say I have, but the master is quite knowledgeable of curiosity such as that. The master, madame. Oh yes, excuse my thoughtlessness. I keep forgetting you're new here. You see, I'd mention there's not a single resident of our village who doesn't know about Mr. Anderson. Do I just start saying it? Oh god. Do I just start saying Mr. Anderson like they do in the fucking Matrix thing? Mr. Anderson. Do I just do that every time they say Mr. Anderson? I just drop the accent that I'm doing and just go for the Mr. Anderson. I see. Well, if it's possible, we'd be very grateful for an audience with Mr. Anderson. Normally I'd say he'd be glad to receive you, but lately he's been preoccupied with his daughter. He's trying to build all of these robots for her. I don't mean to pry, but there's been some issue between Mr. Anderson and his daughter. Well, yes, just between you, me, and the wall, and Luke, and the cat statues, and the paints. His daughter's been secretly planning a trip alone. Secretly planning a trip alone? Oh, I was not planning to run away. What's worse, the master started to suspect something's going on behind his back. But after much discussion, we servants had decided to give her a warm send-off. So you want support of allowing this girl off on her own? Why is that? It was the purpose of the trip is to fulfill the wishes of the young lady mistress's late grandmother. I see. May I inquire as to what those wishes might have been? Well, I've only heard scraps of the people from other stories from other people, so I can't say much. Whatever the request, it's the one that young mistress seems to feel is extremely important. Oh, look away! Here I am, customing away with there's supper to prepare. Please excuse me, Professor Layton. I need to get back to work. Oh, wait a second. You didn't give me a puzzle. Right, she's gone. Does it mean Professor, or does it sound like Mr. Anderson's daughter is planning to leave home? If she is, doesn't it seem strange that to you that her family servants are cheering her on? Luke, my boy. Do you not remember all those years ago when I kidnapped you from your family? And your parents were there screaming and crying. And I offered them a lump sum of cash. And they sent you off with a warm smile as well. Do you not remember this, my boy? Young Miss Anderson, they say the red pill has get the matrix. The red pill is estrogen. Yes, very. And think about the consequences should Mr. Anderson find out what's been going on. Servants must have a truly solid reason if they're resolved to keep a secret like this. What could it possibly be? I'm getting a feeling Dropstone isn't as ordinary as it looks. You're not the only one, Luke. But enough speculation, let's go and explore more of the village. Okay, Professor. She didn't even give me a puzzle. What the hell is that thing the bottom of the screen supposed to be? Of which screen? The biggies or smalls? Was it back in, like, the bottom of this screen? The cats did, though. That is true, the cats did. Oh, do you eat this? It's a shoe. The weird wet plate? Oh, this? Good point. Wreaths? Why wreaths? Cat beds? Does she think the cats are real? Are these cat beds? I don't know. Cat beds, maybe. That's my only thought process currently. Hello there, random man. Hi there. I'm a world traveler, but I'm stuck here until I can score a ticket on the Voluntary Express. I was looking for a freebie, so I told Mr. Beluga one of my puzzles to break the ice. Fortunately for me, well, he got all hot under the collar when he couldn't solve it. He made me life out like that. I'm not giving you a free ticket. I am a yawny motherfucker. I'm at that time where I normally have an afternoon nap. Baggage claim. Unexpected item. Oh, no! No! Pissing and shitting and crying and throwing up all at once. Unexpected item in bagging area. Unexpected item in bagging area. Unexpected slide puzzle in bagging area. What rotten luck. While trying to pick up your luggage, there's been another slide puzzle. The porter unloading the luggage claims the other boxes in the hold have prevented him from unloading yours. Use your wits to move all the blocks out of the way and reclaim your luggage. You say we can't get away from them entirely, but it feels like every stream there's one. It feels like every stream there's one. Okay. Do you? Cause I don't. Better than 7, that is true. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey! Hey! We escaped! I hate slide puzzles. I hate slide puzzles with a furious fucking passion. Go back and watch Curious Village, where the end of that game is basically nothing but slide puzzles back to back. It's god awful. Very nice. Be sure to show the porter how you did so that he can get to your luggage for you next time. You're a clever lot, aren't ya? Top good. Uh-oh. So give me a second. Window size times 2. There we go. I keep accidentally clicking the side. Like, if I click the side and shrink the window, then, like, it does that. So then I have to go back and go window size times 2. This is why I have the screen on my side set to an exact amount, so I can keep fixing it in case I accidentally set aside. Slide puzzles make me feel stupid. Hell yeah! We're very alike in this regard. Has English edition been better so far? Sup, Angelo? I mean, we're sticking with it. We're sticking with the same edition as last time. We were going to move from the UK to the US edition. But the issue is that the US edition, Luke has a different voice actor that doesn't sound British. And that alone is enough of a reason for me to not play the... It's just, as someone who is Australian, I hear British accents fairly frequently. Because there's a lot of British people who live here. So hearing Luke's voice trying to be British, and it being so obviously not British, bugs me, just because I hear them so frequently. Here, Miss Shin, congratulate you on completing his stupid puzzle. The dregs of British society, I'm sure. They're the British who decide, you know what? Just being the country that does being from the country that does all the colonization's not enough. I need to go actively participate, and then they move to Australia. It's those British people. So we get a newspaper at work that's a British newspaper, and it is one of the most, like, reactionary, right-wing, inflammatory pieces of shit I've ever fucking seen. And it's the, like, only newspaper that we get that's British. And it's just like, fucking Christ. It puts Australian newspapers to, well, not shame, but, like, it outclasses, like, the awfulness of Australian newspapers by a lot, and that's saying something. Ourselves will be playing a game much later on that has the British VA in either version, so it's good to get used to it now. It'll take a while to get there, but you know, we'll stick with the UK version for everything until then. People are like, you remember we won't actually solve the mystery of the Voluntary Express. People say a train occasionally makes a stop at a phantom town found on no map. Could just be a wild rumor though, who knows? An uncharted town? Wow, I wonder if that's true. Is that this town? Is that the town we're just at now? It's been here for 50 fucking years, and it's in the middle of the British countryside. It's possible it's not been updated onto any road maps. Puzzle claim, puzzle baggage claim. Baggage claim. I clicked the fucking wall, the fence. Looks like the British everyman. What a cute little farm. Yes, and the weather is so nice that even the animals grazing in the field seem to be in a good mood. Seems like the perfect time for a quick puzzle. See if you can solve this one. 4 horses and 7 years ago. You have 4 horses, all of which 4 horses and 7 steers ago would have been way better. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. And traveling from point A to point B, these horses take 1, 2, 4, and 6 hours respectively. This is my horse. Covered its face. This is my favorite horse. One day you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B. However, you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time. You need to ride a horse back to point A each time. You return to you and move other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the lowest horse traveling with, let's use somewhere else like to move all the horses. Please hold yellow horse D. We need Denji here to tell us which ones are which Umumusumus. I feel like this does this horse also need to be an emote? I feel like pictures in Layton games are perfect opportunities for emotes. And I feel like this horse could I feel like this absolute unit could so easily be a good emote. Okay, so move all the horses from point A to point B. Localization different license, the word slightly more confusing in the US. That is all. Yo, so that's an adorable pig. That's a Lechonk. Oh, Lechonk's a global emote? Okay, so... One day says move all your horses from point A to point B. Coming back to 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to your point A, each time you return to move your other horses. Now you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with. What's fewest number of hours it will take to move all the horses. 3 pigs for all! I have a very simple way of working this out. My brain has an obvious way of working this out. You take 2 horses from point A to point B, and you gotta bring one of the horses back. So every time you go, do you want to bring your 1 hour horse to make the trip back faster? Because there's no point taking a horse that isn't anything, you wouldn't want to take like a 2 hour and a 4 hour horse there, because then you're just gonna have to bring like the 2 hour horse back. I still didn't get tried by God tickets, you're welcome. So I'm randomly talking about this in the chat now. Okay. Yay! I'll send you money. Actually, I'll wait until I get paid tomorrow, because I think all of my money at the moment is currently on my credit card. So I'll wait till tomorrow. What is it? Hair here. How is there a hair growing out like on the cheekbone, like way up here? Just resting my hand on my face and suddenly I'm being attacked by a hair. Way up here. Get out of here. But, yeah, so if you take... Oh. So, for example, you take the 1 hour and the 2 hour horse from point A to point B. So, it takes you 2 hours. And then you go back on the 1 hour horse, so it takes 1 hour to get back. Then you take the 4 hour and the 1 hour horse. So, it takes 4 hours. Take the 1 hour horse to go back. And then you take the 6 hour and the 1 hour horse, and then it takes 6 hours. Oh my god, I can feel it with my finger, like, where it is, and I can't get it. It's really annoying. But yeah, so basically you have the time it takes to take the 2 and the 4 and the 6 hour horse, which is 12 hours. And then you gotta make 2 trips back on the 1 hour horse. That should be 14. I can't think of a fast way to do it. This is really... Oh my god. I can't get it! It's like one really stiff, really solid here that I can... Hair here that I can feel with my hand. This is the puzzle. I'm trying to get this little... Like, I can feel it. It's right there. There it goes. There it goes. You little bastard. Now I can rest my hand here and I don't feel it. Sometimes there's, like, hairs on my face that are, like, really sharp and really pointy. Like, there's little bits and everywhere here and there. I got, like, laser ages ago. And it's gotten rid of it down to, like, this level. But there's always little ones that come back. But most of the ones that come back are, like, relatively soft and, like, don't feel that bad, other than the fact that they're there. But then every now and then I'll, like, put my hand across my face and I just feel a really sharp hair. I'm just like, that's really annoying. Have we worked it out? I think it should just be 14 hours. Each of these have a trip going there of 6, 4, and 2, which is 12 hours. And you're going to make at least 2 trips back. Like, 1 after the 2 hour, 1 after the 4 hour. So 14. I'm going to say 14. Because I usually like going with my hunches on these, and then if I'm wrong, try to work it out.
Just
But this
leave it
feels
to
too
me.
simple. Yeah.
Whoops, that wasn't right.
I always just go with my gut feeling, and then be like, okay, now what do I have to do? Actually work out. I'll be honest, I really can't work out a way of doing it faster. I'm gonna say 9, and if it's correct, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna say 9, and if 9's correct, I'm gonna be pissed.
Here goes.
No, okay.
Looks like I botched that one.
I was thinking if the game was being a smartass and saying, it doesn't say all the horses have to stay at the other point, they just gotta move there. So you go across with the 1 and 2 hour, they've both gotten to B, bring the other one back, and then just take the 4 and the 6 together. I need hints. When crossing back over from B to A, you want to move as quickly as possible, so make sure you put yourself in position to cross over to A on the 1 hour horse when possible. However, you always make travel back on your 1 hour, so your top priority may end up wasting time on other legs of the journey. So assume you always need to return from B to A on the 1 hour horse. How would you do it faster, though? How... In order to move all your horses from A to B in the shortest amount of time, you need to cross over from A to B 3 times and return from B to A twice. How do you make the most effective use of this limited number of crossings? How is it not what I'm doing? How is it not what I'm doing? I can't think of a way that would be faster. Because any other, like, yeah, you go from A to B 3 times and return twice. But if you, like, don't take the 1 hour horse on one of those trips, like, what... I don't get it. First, bring your 1 hour into a horse over to B, then return A on your 1 hour horse. Next, bring your 4 and 6 over to B and return to... First, bring your 1 and 2 hour horse over to B. Return to A on your 1 hour horse. Next, bring your 4 and 6 hour horses over to B. And return to A on your 2 hour horse. Method minimizes your overall amount of time necessary to move all your horses to point B. Does it? Because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Is it faster that way? 1, 2, 3, Is that... I'm misunderstanding something here. The answer they're giving me sounds slower. Where's my brain going wrong? Where's my brain mathing wrong on this? Oh, this is 13. Oh, this is 13. Yeah, okay. Okay. I never would have gotten that. No, it is 13. Yeah, that is 13.
Leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Did I fucking press the button? God damn it. Did I do this again? No, I didn't. That's right. Sartek Guild. Yeah. I'm not reading all X, that's what I just worked out. I don't think I would have been able to work that out without the hints. I think my brain was too stuck in one loop to be able to deviate into a different thought process. Animals out of farm look like they're really enjoying the sun. Of course, Luke. And also enjoy nature's glory as much as you and I do, if not more so. We somehow got a camera part for that. We somehow got a camera part for that. How is our camera going? How is our camera going? How do I do this? I need all the parts out so I can see like what the connections are. Because seeing that in this is really hard. Like, does that... Is that the right connection there? Like, is that what goes to that? Remember going again because I'll tell exactly which part's supposed to be. Are these parts supposed to be things? Because, like, I would assume this is this. My assumption is I have to start here. But what everything else is, I have no idea. I can't tell you what anything else is. So at this stage, some of them are meant to be things. Like, what is this? I have no idea. See, my thing is like, the aperture has this connection here. It has this little pipe. I just need to get this pipe. If I get this connection for this pipe, I can start going from there. Because this should be in the middle. If I had to say, it probably goes this way. Because there's these three things that screw into these three things here. So we need the pipe to go up this way. This is my assumption of where we start. Which would mean very much that this is not this. But I don't have anything that connects to this. So I just leave it. I gotta just check every time we get something to save this out. Oh! Someone wants tea. Help! Is the thing on the bottom right a piece? Probably was. I'm exhausted. Could you make me a tea with some oasis leaf and a double dose of briskberry? I think that was the oasis berry. I think this is the oasis leaf, and I think this is the briskberry. Lou tastes a steaming cup of oasis berry and gulps it down. Oh, this tea sure hits the spot. It's sweet. It's got me ready to start walking again. That's good tea. Luke seems to be restored in high spirits. We've earned a hint coin. There we go. We've done 2 of 26 tea helps. We've done 2 of 26 tea helps. And livestock competition. We'll come back when it's quite fun. And the daughter seems to be planning to leave. Is the main thing that we know. The farm. 8% of tea served. We're right, adventure guest. I'd say this farm also belongs to Mr. Anderson. Is this anything? Hi, Pearl. Hi, Pearl. What a lovely farm. Man, this ain't big from far away, but it's massive up close. I'm not allowed to go there yet. Boo. What about over this way? What's over here? Wow, look at the size of that mansion. I bet you could get lost in there. It is impressive to say the least. I'm sure that massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. So that's where Inspector John and his assistant went, right? I don't see this place myself. Can we go take a look? No, for now I think our best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. I want to see those cows explode. Besides, I imagine the Andersons already have their hands full with their current guests. Hello there! Ugh, oh my god, it's Gabe Newell! Ugh, hug, phew! That should do it. Good afternoon, what are you doing there, sir? Me, I'm just on a little fishing in this here lake. Sounds like a lot of work. Have you had much luck? Actually, that's a good question. Now I think about it, how many have I managed to catch today? Look, you turned into a woman. Don't you talk her transition. For some reason, it's the most American-looking guy in the series to me. I think it's the shades. I think it's the shades. A large net has been cast out into a pond to catch some fish. The pond's surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater. So parts of the sunken net are no longer visible from the surface. It's like an underwater cave. Assuming there are no tears in the net and that the whole rim of the net is constructed of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will be caught when the net is pulled up? Might be upset. I think I've seen this exact guy at a Bass Pro Shop before. I'm pretty sure the shades help a lot. The shades help a lot. Okay, so this is the net. So we just got to draw the net. Okay. So the net goes, whoa, I would assume, whoa. Where the fuck does this woe to? Where the fuck? I don't know where that one woes to. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm making sounds. So it is okay. Why does your net look like this, sir? I think the idea is that the net is doing this. What kind of fuck us net? I have no idea. I am confused by this net as well. Alright, and then we're gonna color in everything that the net isn't catching. Bro, your net is ass. It is really bad. I'm pretty sure this is what the net is doing, though. What'd that net do, though? Not catch fucking fish, I'll tell you that much. Ah, fuck, I'll tell you that. Okay. So I want to get rid of this as well. We don't have you in here. Could someone just visually analyze these things and work it out? Yes. But do I want to use that as an excuse to do arts and crafts by coloring in all day? Also, yes. Problem is, if I go outside the lines, I could, like, start missing fish. Like, I might accidentally cover a fish that we are actually catching. So your net sucks. I was coloring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, not you. I'm counting 7. I'm the Noah. I count 7. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna say 7. I'm saying 7.
Let's see if this
Yeah!
That was
Yeah!
almost easy.
Low battery. Yes, the headphones were not charging very well. God damn it. How does your net be so terrible? That's right. To solve this puzzle, you need to imagine or draw on there how the empty parts of the net connect, which should look something like the illustration above. As you can see, the net will catch a total of 7 fish. What the fuck kind of net are you using? Your net is so bad. Woohoo! What a haul! Tonight I feast like a king! Turns out I counted wrong. Oh no. You weren't the Noah. Non-Euclidean net. Perfect for fishing. Houses built on the waterfront are so refreshingly cool. Fear from that mansion must be out of this world. So, ah, good. I say, surely somewhere in this water is a hint coin or a puzzle or something. Layton, that's not a house, it's a shed. He wants to live there. Fish here are so tasty because the water is as pure as can be. If I keep catching fish at this rate, I'm set for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The building is a door wide. I feel like you're shit talking this man's house. Oh, hi! People have shown up. Oh, it's Inspector Chelmy. Why, look at who it is. Hello, Inspector. Are you returning from the Anderson estate? I don't know where you get your information, Layton. You're as sly as a fox. As a matter of fact, I just did come from there. But Mr. Anderson himself wasn't home. Seems he's off presiding over some livestock competition or other. Likely story, I'm sure. I'm curious. Have you found a connection between Mr. Anderson and the case you're investigating? Not your business, but perhaps you can be of help. I had rumors that he tried to find this Elysium box in the past, so I went to talk to him. When I got to the house, his voice hurts. When I got to the house, the butler told me he wasn't home, but I should leave at once. Can you believe it? Mind you, I'd be surprised he was just pretending to not be at home. Went on my way to go up and see the man. Least he could do is offer me a cuppa. But why would Mr. Anderson be interested in Elysium box in the first place? It's anyone's guess, Luke. We won't know more until we can ask him in person. In that case, I suppose we did have a livestock competition Mr. Anderson is judging. Fine. Let his barren shit roll around in the mud with his precious cows. I shall be elsewhere. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing's nothing more than a frivolous distraction for the rich. I assume this obsession with the box stems from the excess of time and money on his hands. So anything that might help this investigation, report me straight away here. We're always happy to cooperate, Inspector. Now please excuse us. Fine, off you go. Come along, Barton. We've got work to do. Oh, yes, sir. Man's shoulders are U-shaped. Alright, so better hurry back to the competition grounds. No, I didn't get to speak in the guy in the background. Yay, I get to speak the guy in the background. Raimi! It's like Ratatouille. Professor, I think the chap here fell asleep standing up. Judging by his uniform, he must be a security guard. I certainly don't approve of sleeping on the job. Premier skill. Please confirm my identity by solving this puzzle. Sven was my man went schnuck. His rectangles are sleeping. Tangled ropes. Cut the red wire. 3 loops of rope are tangled together with a single red rope that has been tied in a very loose knot. Can you work out how many of the small loops of rope would get caught in this knot when the red rope is pulled tight from both ends? Remember, even if a loop passes through the north part of the red rope, no, it won't fall away when the red rope is tightened. How do I solve this? I don't know how to, like, mentally solve this. You literally just imagine the red rope doing a knot and that's it? Okay, how do I do that? I don't know how to work this out. I can't visualize it. I can't visualize what it does. I don't know where to begin. I can't visualize it. I'm trying to visualize the rope and what it's doing. Like, when you pull it, and I can't. I can't even, like, I can't even work out, like, where in it is causing the knot. I can't... I'm gonna start at 1 and just count up.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Nah, okay.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Crafts, I'm gonna ask a question that's gonna sound condescending as hell. But can you read? Are you capable of reading?
Consider this puzzle solved.
You're wrong, by the way.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated. And now to test my theory. Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Okay, I don't even know. Isn't there only 3 other ropes? I now don't even know what the question's asking. Isn't there only 3 other ropes? There's a green one, a blue one, and a yellow. Like, I don't even know what the question's asking anymore. I don't even know what the question's asking.
My theory.
Okay.
Well,
it's only one digit.
Eliminated.
It's only 1 digit. 0. I didn't try 0, did I?
Consider this puzzle solved.
It's 0!
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle
It's
unsolved.
0! Not a single loop will become truly entangled in the knot that forms. So when you pull the red rope and form a knot, 1 loop will fall away and the other 2 will hang from the red rope free of the knot. This is a very... I want to know why. I want to know why. Tell me why. I want an explanation of why I can't look at this and visually work out why that's the case. Why is it doing this? I want an explanation. I have no understanding of what this is. Of like what it's actually asking me. I don't know very well how to work this one out either, apart from just being very good at visualization. But what are you visualizing? I don't understand what you're visualizing. I can't picture this in my head of like what happens. Like, picture in your head what happens when you pull on it. I literally can't do that. I don't know. I can't look at that red rope and like go, okay, so when you pull it, what happens? I can't picture it. Normally I can picture stuff in my head at least a little bit, but I try to do that and my brain just completely falls apart. I can't do it. My brain can't piece that together. Like, where's the knot forming inside the rope? Like, why does the yellow one fall off? Why does the yellow one fall off? Why do the other 2 stay on? I can't look at that and work out why. Like, I just want them to explain it by being like, oh, see the way that these overlap means that this is the thing. This is where the knot's forming. And I'm looking at it and I can't picture it. I have no idea. I have no idea. That's a puzzle that just my brain is incapable of doing. I just can't do that. But I wish there was an explanation for what the actual, like, why the answer was that. Because if they gave me an explanation of what it was, then maybe I could learn how to picture it. But they've just said, here's the answer. And so now I have no idea. Also kind of lost there. Some traits. How to determine it? I do not know it. Yeah. Like, I would assume it would be in the way that they're, like, overlapping or underlapping with the other ropes. But I have no idea what the, like, how to... Okay. Like, I can't do the puzzle because I can't visualize it. Like, whatever, that's on me. That's not, like, nothing to do with the design of the puzzle. But I feel like that's a situation where it's just, like, if they told me the answer and explained the answer, then maybe I could learn how to visualize it. And they didn't do that, so now I'm just like, okay, I now have no idea how to solve this puzzle, and you didn't help me to learn how to solve the puzzle either, so now I'm just left unsatisfied. Like, teach me, like, if I'm going to just get the answer, teach me how to solve it. I guess that's the type of thing where you have to go, I have to go back into it and use the hint coins. But, like... Like, I feel like that's the only way to, like, learn how to do that. They don't show you afterwards. I'm like, okay. He must be hopelessly addicted to puzzles. He's talking about them in his sleep. Even I don't do that. Yum yums. Yeah, so I can't get past him. Are the cows exploding yet? Hello there, man. How are you? Balsa. Boy, oh boy, I'm in a tight spot. I want to make a clean cut in this board, but I botched it right up. Oh, because it's balsa wood. Pretty much useless as it is. Anything a way to turn the pieces into a solid square. Chat, these games always make me realize how stupid I am. Which is incredibly so. Here we have this oddly shaped board. Since this board is rather unwieldy as it is, you decide to cut it into two pieces and rejoin these pieces to form a square. Should be not allowed to flip either of the pieces over once the board is cut. Where should you make the cut in order to make a square out of the pieces? Okay, okay, you're making a square. How many pieces we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16! So we need a 4x4. We will need a 4x4 to do this. So if this is gonna be like this, if you, like, say you had these 4. Undo. Okay. Ow! Sorry, my heel just exploded. That's all that was. Okay. I'm trying to think of where to start this. Because all I want to do is just draw lines and then just see if that line works. As we've learned, my visualization skills are dog shit. I'm on the wrong train of thought there, I think. It's just trying to get this section here, which obviously is the whole puzzle. Scraper. There's saws in 14 that look like this, I'm pretty sure, for like leveling carpenter. Pretty sure there's some saws in 14 that look like that. Or possibly like carpenter secondary tools. Japanese style wood store. There we go. Solved it. I don't even know where to start. I've tried some ideas and they're not working and I can't visualize a different thing. The idea that I'm thinking of, like, this is a gap, so you want something that, like, sticks out when you cut the other side for this to, like, line up with and go into. I can't think of where to start. I'm getting a hint. Helpful, thanks. Helpful. I'm gonna fucking kill this game. Three hint coins down the fucking drain to give me the most obvious basic things about this. Thank you. Thank you. Very useful. No further hints than that? No, nothing? For 3 hint coins, nothing? Okay, cool. I kind of... I can't work this out. I feel like I'm solving way less puzzles in this game. I feel like my I actually did the puzzle myself ratio in Layton 1 was way higher than in this game. Like, my brain has fallen apart so much in the couple of years since we did the first game. I can't do this shit with my brain as it is nowadays. Okay, give me something. Give me something, because I'm trying to visualize this shit and I just can't. I'm trying to work out a way to, like, have this section filled in with the way that you cut it on another, and none of the things that I'm visualizing are coming together. None of it's coming together for the way my brain's doing it. Anything. I literally have nothing. I have nothing. I have zero clues. Outside of the hints, which, the stuff for the hints, which I can tell it has to be the stuff from the hints. That's obvious, but beyond that, like, any type of possible connection, I have no idea. I'm trying to, like, piece together ways of, like, cutting around this that has this fill in, and I can't see anything that makes sense. Like, oh, do I have this as, like, the top 4? And then that's the one, so there's, like, a gap of 3 that goes in, but then, like, I don't have a gap of 3 over here to, like, get in there. To, like, then fill that in. The 2x4 section at the bottom is not touched by the solution. Then you're gonna need to tell me the answer straight up. Then explicitly state it, because then I've got absolutely no clue, and I have I have no hope of solving it if that's the case. Then I need the solution very explicitly, because I have no idea. I give up. I completely and utterly give up. I can't mentally work it out. 2 horizontal cuts, each one, the first one's the block down from the top left corner. We're trying to create an L piece at the... This? Oh, that is so much fucking simpler than anything I was trying to work out. Oh, that is so much simpler than anything I was trying to work out. I was trying to, like, go for, like, a big thing like this. So, like, this would be a gap here, and then the other section would, like, slot into it. That is... I'm overthinking the hell out of this. I am overthinking the fuck out of this. That's the issue. I'm too smart.
Wonderful.
That was the issue. I'm too smart. I was overcomplicating the hell out of that. Am I suited to these games? Are these games things that I should actually be playing? I got a screw part for the camera. I question if this is a franchise I should be playing. I really do. I really question if I should be playing this. The more I play of them, the more I realize I don't think I'm the person who should be doing this. I am way too stupid for this franchise. I'm way too dumb. Yeah, I have no further things for that. Is cat lady back here? No, but the cats are still here. Oh my god, you got more. Oh no! 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 Oh, I should not be playing this game. My brain, I'm too brain damaged for this shit, and also an idiot. Well, here we have yet another inconveniently shaped board. How the fuck did you get the board to shape like that? This one's even more omelette than the last. So you need to cut it into 2 pieces so you can reassemble to form a rectangle. Okay, okay. Okay, so, okay. It's going into 4x5, and it's currently 4x7. How do we remove the cool S? We can never remove the cool S. The cool S will outlive us all. Not quite. Not quite. What if I try the cool S and a Pete big featured a Pete big for future generations? Wait, Pete. That explained less to me. I don't know what a Pete bug is. Sorry, I meant this thing, and I just look at it, I'm just like, yeah, I still don't know what that is. One time March they found bronze mummified corpses in. Stonehenge was just the cool S of their time. No, you were just you're just being body positive. You were just being body positive. Chad, do you ever play a game that makes you hate yourself? Do you ever play a game that makes you realize how much you're not the person you want to be? You ever play a game that makes you feel that? Anyone else familiar with this experience? Your battery's low. Picture of Jay's blocking his MP from the bear pride flag. That's me. I'm bad, Jesus. You won't need to rotate either piece to make them fit as a rectangle. Okay. One side of the rectangle is 4 units. To make a piece of length, try cutting the board 4 units above or 4 units below a corner. Four? Oh! Oh, we're doing something completely different then. Oh, okay. I was trying to make this the 5 side, but we're making this the 5 side. Okay, so this goes into here. Is it that? Because then this goes here, and that. So yeah, those 5 there. So 5 there. This one would go here. Oh, so that hint actually helped a lot. That hint actually told me something. I was trying to work out how to do 5 on this side. Like, go down 5 here and keep this as the 4. But no, we're turning this into the 4 side, and then this is going to fill up into there. Okay.
This should do the trick.
Okay. My headphones also died. How dare they?
Wonderful.
How dare they? I will have to change them over. Aren't these board cutting puzzles fun? No, they make me realize how stupid I am. They make me realize how dumb I am. I mean, to be fair, that's most puzzles in Layton, but still. I feel like... Like, puzzles just... First one, the hints in the first game were actively insulting. The hints in Curious Village were, you dumb cunt, why the fuck do you need a hint? Isn't this puzzle a baby bitch of enough for you that we're not even going to give you a hint because it's so fucking easy? Why don't you just solve it, you stupid pathetic child? That was the hints in the first game. They did that for like the final boss puzzles in the first game. It was actively insulting and it was very annoying. That the game's solution to harder puzzles was just, you should fucking know it by now. Fuck you. It was very annoying. Anyways, I gotta make sure the volume for you hasn't changed. Quickly. It should be the same. Should be the same. So change over the headphones. My computer can very much change the volume of a program when I change the input device, when I change the output device. Oh, really something else. Something amazing. Thought I have to scrap this board, but now I can use it to build my shed. Hey, we got a battery. I kind of wish the camera pieces would tell me what they were in this menu. Like, the fact that I can click on this and it doesn't tell me that it's a battery is really annoying. Because I really think it should tell me, hey, this is a battery. I mean, that looks reasonable. This looks reasonable so far. But this is raising still issues. I don't know if that's meant to connect to that or not. I can't tell if that's meant to be like... Because that feels like it should be here. But also possibly that could be here. It's like a demented jigsaw. It's just hard to tell what pieces are meant to be what. Oh! Because this square lines up with this. I'm looking for, like, pipes and cables that connect to these. They just plug into that, I think. Oh, is that the button? Oh, that's the button. That's the butt. I don't know if that makes sense there or not, but it fits. Oh, this literally, like, is shaped there. This is literally shaped there. Oh yeah, we slowly get pieces for this. As we solve puzzles, we get pieces for this. Sometimes when we solve a puzzle, they might give us a piece of the camera. So yeah, it's not finished yet, but I mean, I think this makes sense for what I've got so far. It looks like I'm missing 1 or 2 pieces. This could be wrong, but it lines up. But it does line up so far. I'm gonna leave it as that. I think we're close though. Sheds are great because you just throw all your stuff in there and willy-nilly forget about it. Thank you so much for the help. You're welcome. I think I've explored all there. Anyone else got any puzzles for us? For some reason, only times here for like, okay. This guy looks like a fish. So mean. I know where I'm meant to be going, but we gotta explore every. See, person. People have reappeared. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Guess I just can't decide. Hi there. Do you need something or something? We are currently in search of an item known as the Elysian Box. Does that name ring any bells? The Elysian Box? Nope, never heard of it. But I do know a puzzle about a box. Check it out. Layton photo mode making him do his gay little aha pose while being crushed on by a boulder or some shit. So much of my hair is falling out. Dip my hair in milk. Odd shape out. The other box shown as below, using the white cubes as standard units. The box is 2 cubes wide by 3 units long by 2 cubes tall. 2 white cubes are permanently attached to the floor of the box. 3 of the 4 shapes, A to D, shown below, can fit together with the box. Fill the gaps at the top, no gaps. Fill the shapes that doesn't fit. Find the shape that doesn't fit by using the conditions described above and circle the letter next to it. Okay. So, here's a box. Damn. That's a pretty sweet box, you might say. I've had puzzles just straight up like this in person. I have had puzzles that are this. Not a special reasoning puzzle today, it seems. This is something I can do, because this is just cubes, I can do this one a hell of a lot easier. So, like, let's say the green fills in, like, this little section here, right? So, like, green goes, like, across here, and, like, it's filling in this on the lower layer. So then you get possibly this one? Because then you'd get D. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say you stick D into the one hole there. But no, you can't stick D into the one hole there because it's too tall. It's too tall. It's only too high. Well, you could stick B in there, and then that would come out and do all of this. And then you'd have 4 spots left, which none of them would fit. So possibly, the green doesn't go down the bottom. Possibly green doesn't go down the bottom. Oh, actually, do you just put C down the bottom? Is this actually this simple? Do you actually just have C going down here? Can't stick your D in the hole because it's too long. Many such cases. Speak for yourself. Is this actually as simple as you just put C down there and then A and B just interlock? Yeah, it really is. Huh. Normally these types of puzzles are way more... Well, this is literally just 2 completely separate layers. Normally they go into each other. But yeah, you literally just stick C on the base and then you have the flat 2x3. And then you just put these, like, these sides next to each other. And then you just have another 2x3 on the top. Normally, all the ones in life that I've solved of this, pieces go in between multiple layers all the time. It's normally never that simple.
Test my theory.
It's normally never that simple, and normally never the top
Wonderful.
and the bottom layers are like completely separate with nothing connecting between them. Wow, okay. Well, very easy because really simply want to put that Tetris piece into the Tetris piece slot. Well, I think because I've done so many of these, because I've done these in real life, they normally aren't that simple. The ones that I've done in person are very rarely as simple as put the piece in the spot that matches the shape of the piece. Usually that's the red herring because you're meant to have ones that go vertically and some that like lay down flat. But not that one. Jeepers, you must be some kind of puzzle genius. Right, what do you want to know again? I was wondering if you might know anything about the Elysian box. Let's see. Nope, I haven't got a clue. Fine, yeah, try asking anyone else. I see. Look, you got a puzzle out of it. Oh, I said, but what about your silly box, okay? Fine. Oh, no lady for new puzzles. Oh, my bed looks so smart. I'm gonna take him over to Mr. Anderson to cheer him up. He's always been given some big secrets from him, and it's made the poor man heartsick. So can't go further down there. Let's go. Whoop. There we go. Definitely not a couple symbols. Alright, I wonder if that's the last puzzle we get left out. We'll get another similar one later. Generally do not remember. That feels like a very basic version of that, but it also wasn't numbered. But just because it's not numbered doesn't mean we'll get a puzzle that is, like, similar but not the same. I assume basically every time you get that thing at the bottom that says, the gang decide to do this, it's basically a hint of revisit areas people have reset. Hey there, good seeing you again. Tell me how special will treat you. Make sure you enjoy all while you can, eh? Truth is, I'd like to be having fun with you, but I've got a post to deliver. Directions I received from the deliveries are a bit vague though. Maybe you could help me? There'll be no consistent voice acting. This is not Ace Attorney. I try to be consistent with my voice as an Ace Attorney. The only voices I'll be consistent with in this is Layton's, because I'm actually just trying to do Layton's voice. Luke will be not similar, but vaguely. Every other character I'm not keeping track of. Below our houses A, B, C, and D, each of which is a different color. No, they're all white. Game's now just lying to me. Decipher each house's color from the following clues. Oh, the red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the green house. The green house is closer to the power lines than the blue house. D is either yellow, blue, or green. Brian did with this guy because when I watched a playthrough of this game, one streamer gave him a thick Quebec accent. I would have no idea how to do that, but nice. Okay, so red house is closer to pine tree. Well, let me get the memo out. Okay. So the red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. So this can't be blue. So for A, blue is a no. I'll be able to tell this. And this one down here is not a red. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the green house. Well, I guess that at bare minimum means that this can't be green. My memo's a shit. But the yellow house could be like, because this could be green and then either of these could be yellow. I guess it means these ones can't be green. Unless one of these is closer to the lake than the other, but I'm going to assume not. So I'm just going to say these aren't green. No, sorry, they're not yellow. Sorry, they're not yellow. No, they're not yellow. Because these have to be closer than the green. So they're not yellow, sorry. Greenhouse is closer to the power lines than the blue house. So once again, this can't be blue. But also it means that this down here can't be green. D is either yellow, blue, or green. Well, I want to say that's blue. Let me double click. Let me just check that this one could be blue. Red house is closer to pine than blue. Oh no, this one can't be blue. Because then there'd be no red house to be closer. Never mind. So this one can't be blue. I think I got it the other way around. Yeah, red house is closer to pine than blue. Which means this can't be blue. So this... I'm writing down what they can't be. If I'm writing it down around the outside of the house, it means it can't be that. So this can't be red. Because then there's no house... then it can't be closer than a blue house to that. So this can't be red. Yellow is closer to lake than the greenhouse. So this means that this can't be green. And I would assume it means that both of these can't be yellow. Greenhouse is closer to power lines than blue house. So this can't be green. No. Because D's are the yellow, blue, or green. Okay, clear the memo again. Okay. Red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. Which means that the closest house to the pine tree can't be blue. Yellow tree is house is closer to the lake than the greenhouse. So you can't be green. Also, if red house is closer to pine than blue, that means this can't be red. Greenhouse is closer to the power lines than the blue house. This is the furthest away from the power line, so that can't be green. D is either yellow, blue, or green. Am I meant to be able to tell that D is closer to the lake than A? Am I meant to be able to confirm that? Is that meant to be the idea? Oh, I guess it just means that you've got, like, if this is yellow. So let's say this house indeed is yellow. Yellow house is closer to the lake than the green house. So this would be green? No, I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, I need someone to keep a track of my mindset. Don't tell me any hints about, like, the correct answers, but I'm going to lay down what I think are facts here. Can someone double check me? Because I feel like I'm interpreting the words wrong, and I might be getting some things in a backwards order. Because I have a habit of doing that, where I read it, I think I know what I mean, and like, what it means, and then I end up getting it in the reverse order. Red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. So it means that the house that is closest to the pine tree can't be blue. So D can't be blue. It's on the outside, so it means it can't be blue. Would also reverse mean the house furthest from the pine tree can't be red. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the greenhouse. So the greenhouse can't be the closest to the lake. We would also say that yellow can't be the furthest from the lake, but I don't know if you're meant to be able to know whether D or A are closer or further away from the lake. D might be closer to the lake than A, but with the way that this picture's laid out, it's hard to tell that. And the greenhouse is closer to the power line than it is to the, Oh, the greenhouse, sorry, okay, this part I am reading wrong. The greenhouse is closer to the power lines than the blue house. No, I'm not reading that wrong, never mind. Greenhouse is close to the power lines than the blue house. So this is the closest to the power line, so it can't be blue. And also, D is the furthest from the power lines. So it can't be green. Am I wrong about any of that? Am I reading things wrong and getting them backwards? So the ones that I've written down are the colors the houses can't be. Nothing contradicts the rules as given, nothing seems to have gone backwards. Okay, so D is either yellow, blue, or green. So D is yellow. But then it's rule 2 that I'm confused by. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the green house. So is A further away? Is A further away from the lake than D? Because that's hard to measure. It feels like it should be. Yellow is closer to the lake than green. And this is the only thing that's further away from the lake than yellow. So I'd say green. And red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. And this would be red. And then this would be blue. Okay, green. Okay, so in order of A, B, C, D, green, blue, red, yellow. Oh, I can literally change it. Okay. Green, blue, red, yellow. Green, blue, red, yellow.
And now to test my theory.
Hey! Okay.
And there we have it.
The thing that was just throwing me off was the yellow and the green houses are, like, measured by distance to the lake. And I'm just like, based on where they are, I find it really hard to, like, know for certain which one's closer and which one isn't. You had to measure each on the screen, but A is in fact slightly further from the lake than D. That was the main thing that was throwing me off, because I'm just like, I can't tell if it actually is or not. One of the puzzles where you need to use the given conditions to deduce the answer. Yeah, the previous game had the same... I know the idea is, if you've gotten the solution, you don't need the solution explained to you. But surely they're aware that people are gonna guess. Surely they're aware people are going to guess some of these answers, or brute force them, or get halfway and try to guess the rest. I still think they should give more detailed answers for each puzzle. Because some of them are very in-depth, and some of them are just, yep, you did it, and that's it. And I kind of wish they all got a better explanation. Like, because some people might get to a puzzle and just go, I think it's this, it feels right. But I'm not sure, like, how to know for certain it is, it just feels that. And then they get the answer and it says, correct, your feelings were correct. And I'm just like, no, but I want to know how to verify it next time. Like the rope thing we had earlier. How do you verify the ropes? Doesn't tell you how. Sometimes there's not much to say, but it'd be nice if it went a little further than with those more often. Just a little more. Just a little more. Because some of them have absolutely no explanation, and people might, like, someone could very easily brute force that to just be like, I don't know which one is which here for, like, these two, so I'm just gonna swap them. Alright, time to get a move on with my parcels. Chip, chip, cheerio. I should go now, post won't deliver itself, you know. But in the future, we'll have self-delivering mail. Oh my god, I'm yawning. So I was like, can we go to Annie's houses? No. But I can talk to you. Before I go and check on the livestock thing, I have to backtrack through the entire village. This whole festival's been put on by the Andersons, the wealthiest family in the village. As you hear, let me fill you in on that family. The Andersons live in the mansion at the north end of town. Makes you turn green with envy, eh? Anyways, Mr. Anderson has a young daughter who's grown up to become quite the beautiful young lady. Her name is Katya, And she's the most unusual combination of both beautiful and sweet. Those are not unusual things to have in the same person. I'll be honest, beautiful and sweet are like pretty basic combinations of people. They're pretty basic combinations. I still have been working on, by the way, and I still have not worked out a way to determine the ropes puzzle short of pure visualization. Tried a few tricks that usually work for these kind of topology puzzles, no real progress. Okay. Because I can't visualize the rope thing. My brain just can't do that. Again, I feel like there should be some explanation of, oh, see the way that these ropes go over and under this section, that means that it's inside or not inside. But they didn't tell us any of that. Plus, hey, she's very respectful towards her father. Unlike most youngsters, you're one of them. The other thing is because he says no more than talking back to their parents are those baggy jeans. So I do believe I got off on a bit of a rant. Did you need something from me? I need you to stop being such fucking Burma. Actually, yes. Tell me, madame, have you ever heard of a rare antique known as the Elysian box? If you get it, you should open it immediately. Seems new to me. Can't help you at all, so will you leave me alone now? Oh, but you know, you did run me of a gem of a puzzle I know that concerns a box. Why don't you know puzzles about boxes? We don't know anything about no diabolical box in this town, but we know about a bunch of other boxes. She is shaped like a flounder. She should have the same two eyes on the side of her head. Two boxes shown below are actually the same box from two different angles. Using the visual faces as a guide, reassemble the pattern of the what? By placing the tiles in the unfolded view of the box. Don't forget, the tile needs to go in the correct place and face in the correct direction, so you may need to rotate the tiles with your stylus. Okay. We're getting fancy and schmancy. Lots of special reasoning puzzles today. Okay, so here's the puzzle. Damn, man, there's a puzzle you won't sign. Okay, so this is going to be over here. So for the piece that would go down to here, it will be this one. So it's going to fold over and then it will be under. So, this is how we do this. This side here is this side to this side. So it means that the triangle here does actually straight up, it just points that way. The triangle seemingly doesn't need any rotation for the time being. However, the heart piece. So we can clear this because we've got that. The heart piece, however, will be this side here. Which means that this side will need to touch this side. Right? Yes. Yes. So it means that the heart face needs to actually be facing this angle here, right? Yeah, because if you have it on top, then you'd be facing it that way. You pull it, the whole thing down. You pull it down, like you have this facing up. You have a spade face facing up. There's three. You fold down 90 degrees that way, which means that this is now like, this is at the bottom of it and this is at the top of it, which means yes. So, the heart will need to be facing back in this way. There. And now we go for the arrows. So the arrow is pointing towards the little boy. And the little boy is actually backwards. The arrow is directly pointing at him, and only one side of this is directly pointing. So there is our little boy. And then we have the this section here, which, ooh, this is gonna be the fucked one. I like how the last one's a circle. The side that you can't see is a circle, so the orientation doesn't matter. So this side, this will connect to this. Which side will that connect to? That should be this one, I believe. But which way is it going to go? Which sides is going to be touching which side? Because we have this section here. So that will be touching this side. It should be. Because this side's touching here, and this side here should be touching this. Because that's this side here. So this side here is going to touch this side here. So this folds down. So this side. So we need the club pointing to that side. Which would be that. I think I'm right, but before I double check myself, I am gonna send it in hopes that I can
And
flex.
now to test my theory.
Yay! There we go.
Ha! Wonderful.
Hey, I'm over 1,000 Picarots. Good job. Was it hard converting the 3D shape of the box into a flat 2D image in your head? No, when it comes, that's the thing. I can do the spatial reasoning if you give me very specific shapes. And by very specific shapes, I mean cubes. I can do that. I can fold cubes in my head. I can fold cubes in my head. Probably because I've done that physically a lot. Well, hang me on the washing line and call me a bath mat. I never thought you'd solve that one. British euphemisms. You seem like a nice man, so I'll be straight with you. I wouldn't talk about a box in these parts. But why? Well, it's complicated. Now I'm giving you my advice to smarten up and follow it. Rotates a cube in your mind. No, wait, no, what I said was... Oh my gosh, she's got another puzzle. What I said was different. I'm forcefully rotating a cube in someone else's mind with what I said. What? You still here? Tell me all you like, but all you gave me your trouble is another puzzle. A royal show-off. King. Oh god, the camera. In a far-off country, there's a king whose favorite pastime is showing off the latest possessions he's collected. The subjects of the kingdom are forbidden from purchasing new items till the king has owned them for a month or so. Once he's tired of his new purchase, the common folk finally buy that item for themselves. However, the other day, the king bought a new item that had him all but commanding his subjects to buy one as soon as possible. Circle. Okay. This is... like... There's only one answer that makes sense here, and it's the phone. Because he's gotta call people. It's the only one here that explicitly requires other people in your village to, like... I mean, I guess, like, television, but, like, other people buying a TV aren't gonna make them make shows for his television. By playing Mario Kart World. Congratulate! In the time that you've been playing Mario Kart World, I've solved maybe 4 puzzles, so we're doing well. I'll show you how long it took me to solve my first time. That's correct! The telephone is the answer. After all, my phone isn't much use if there's no one on the other end. This king's a dick. This king's a dick. I'm no match. See, Angela, you say that, and now I'm just reminded of some of the puzzles in the previous game that had to do with matches. And just thinking about how we haven't had any of those so far in this game. Don't think you're hot stuff just because you solved some piffling puzzle. Still, watching you twist your brain for an answer is fun in its own way. Nice look there. I was wondering if she had a third. Gave you puzzle because I felt like it, and that's it. Don't go reading too much into it, Babaka. Making old women say Babaka is cursed as hell. I'm not gonna stop me from it. Have I missed any? Oh god, I am full of content sex. Holy shit. But yeah, those railway folks have some nerve booting me off the train the way they did. While I'm waiting, you can look at myself for puzzles. Alright. We did badly. Aww. Mario Kart World hard. Way harder than previous ones. So many options. People have been labbing out shit. And items are fucked. So let's see folks, getting bored up yet? Whole train still busted, you follow? Villagers partying down, so I ain't enjoying them up. Okay. We have been everywhere that we can go. We have seemingly exhausted all the puzzles. So onwards we go to the cow explosion arena. Who is ready to see some fucking cows explode? My goodness, look at this place. We made it back in time to catch competition. If we've been informed correctly, Mr. Anderson is judging the entries. You're on that dolphin? I don't know if I've on that dolphin. So he should be somewhere around here, right? Indeed. I wonder which of the gentlemen walking around here is our man. Uh-oh, looks like 2 men over there getting pretty hot under the collar about something. No, don't look at them. They're just engaging in adult activities. Like yelling at each other a lot. Give me coins. I can click on. As a gentleman, I've got to take a balloon. I was not allowed to click on shit before. No cow coins, but alright. What's going on over here, gentlemen? Just look at that mangy hide. Anyone two eyes can see that's so bovine of mine. Chatting matches the most adult activity I know of. I know what's going on here. Someone took my prize cow for this little ass heifer. But what can we do about it? Can't at least point out which cow's yours? Now they sent me to do that. Oh dear, it's gonna get ugly. What's wrong, mister? This fella here seems convinced someone sold this prize cow for another cow. Oh, I'm telling you, that ain't no cow more. My girl is perfect from horn to tail. See what I mean? It's just no convincing him. We can't start the contest with him carrying on, but I don't know how we can clear the situation up. I'll take care of this. Cows are sure to know if any monkey business is going on. Of course, why didn't I think of that myself? I'll leave this one to you, Luke. Alright, I forgot about that important part of Luke's backstory, where he can talk to cows. Excuse me, ladies, can I help you out here? I see. Did you find anything of use? I certainly did. If I had to start my conversation, it'd go something like this. Misinformation! Look at my pals. This is normal for small British children to do. 5 cows grazing at the festival. 2 of them are true moo cows, a breed that only tells the truth. The other 3 are no way cows, a different variety that always lies. Wait, we're doing the always tells the truth and always lies things, but with 5 of them? Use the following statements from each cow to work out which cows are liars. Touch a letter to mark it with an X. D is a no way, I promise. Oh no, C isn't a true moo cow. A ain't a no way cow. No way. E's a no way if I've ever seen one. B's definitely not a true moo. Oh no. Oh no. Puzzle's hard enough when it's 2 doors. Is anyone saying that anyone's a true moo cow? So C is saying that A ain't a no way cow, no way. So if we assume, how many truths? 2 of them are true cows and 3 are no way cows. Okay. So if we assume that C is a true moo cow, then that means that A ain't a no way cow, which means that A would be a true moo cow. But also, D is a no way, I promise, which means that D is a no way cow. If A is telling the truth. D is a no way if ever I've seen one. But unfortunately, that would mean that E is indeed a true moo, because D is a liar. And E is saying B's definitely not a true moo, which would put him as a true moo if D's telling. If D is lying, if D's a no way, then E has to be a true moo. And E is saying that B's definitely not a true moo, which means that B would be a no way. And B is saying, oh no, C isn't a true moo cow. So it doesn't work! So it doesn't work that way. So this solution does not work, which means that we know that C is a no way cow. He's not telling the truth. So C is saying A ain't a no way cow, no way. So that means that he is a no way cow, which means that A is a liar. And D is a no way cow, I promise, which means he's a liar. Which means that D is a true moo. And if D's a true moo, then E's a no way if ever I've seen one. Which means that he's a no way. And then E is saying B's definitely not a true moo, which would mean that B is a true moo. And B is saying, oh no, C isn't a true moo, which is true moo. So our true moos are B and D. Which ones do I mark? Well, three, use following statements from each cow to work out which cows are liars. Which ones are liars? You're all liars! Off to the beef factories with you! You lying no way cows!
Apprentice strikes again.
That's what people felt after the Tower of Babel. Really? I thought people were teleported to the moon after it. That's right, cows. A, C, and E are no ways. If you assume each cow to be a no way or a true and run through each of the cow statements, you should realize the only time there can be 3 no ways is if there are A, C, and E. There we go. Look like these 2 ladies swap places while waiting for the competition to start. Things should be all sorted out now, though. Looking like a confusing babble inside. I've run most of them. I've run a lot of them since. I don't think I've run Zot since when we did it on stream, which I should do because it's by far the dungeon in Endwalker that I came away the most negatively from. I've run Dead Ends like 4 times since, and Dead Ends holds the fuck up. Dead Ends is like straight up one of my favorite dungeons in the game. Pool-wise, boss-wise, Dead Ends fucking rules. I really like Dead Ends. And I've done Vanaspati. The only issue with Vanaspati is that it's slow. The Vanaspati, it has like fun bosses, but it is a slow dungeon. Its pulls are a bit too slow, which is the same issue with Katasis, but its bosses aren't as good as Vanaspati's. And Babel's fun. Babel's fun. Zot, I have to redo Zot again. This guy's built like Pac-Man. Waka waka, motherfucker. True Moo's a brand of chocolate milk. Oh, you bet. I got I'm gonna have a chalky milk. Fast is a great first experience, but it stops you and it tracks multiple times. Yeah, it's the issue. It's like, there's some of them that are just like, they're slow, and what you do in them is not fun. Vanaspati is slow, but what you do in it's still fun. At least for the bosses. At least for the bosses. That's the issue with Katasis, is that Katasis is also, Katasis is as slow as Vanaspati, and its bosses aren't as good. But Dead End fucking rules. Dead End's fucking rocks. It's slightly longer than a normal dungeon, but I think that's just pure health, and the fact that it's eye level synced. Well, I mean, no one runs of it. It's like frequently like 17 minutes, and it's just like, I think that's more so just eye level sync, so people aren't overpowering it. I'm gonna get a chalky milk. You've done this to me, chat. Chat has forced my hand. By the way, yes, we are talking about Final Fantasy XIV in the middle of this. See, I don't have True Moo. I don't have True Moo. I have Moobox. I have Moobox. Good source of calcium. Milky. It's unfortunately not Milky-chan. It's unfortunately not Milky-chan, but it is Milky. I've always had an issue of what drinks do I take to work. Because energy drinks are too much caffeine, and if I don't get the no sugar ones, too much sugar. Water's too boring, and goes warm too quickly, and I can't handle warm water. I can handle, like, other drinks at warmer temperatures than water. I need my water to be frosted to hell. So my solution for drinks that I now take to work is a glass bottle of water, which usually stays cold enough for me to have it throughout the day. I take one of my milks, because it's not that much, it's not that big, and these are long life, so I can just keep a shitload in there. And just keep them cold when I need to. I don't need to worry about the milk going off, because it's long life milk, which is the issue with other chocolate milks. And then a can of soft drink, which is all like 0 sugar. And that's enough to like keep me satisfied and not bored with my drinks throughout an entire shift, but also I'm not drinking like shitloads of caffeine or shitloads of sugar. It is also shockingly good. This is basically the only brand. This is Aldi. Aldi has been goated with the sauce lately. It's the only time that I've seen, like, little, popper containers. I don't know if that's what you call them in other countries. We call these containers poppers in Australia. I've not heard the term long life milk before. What does that mean exactly? It's milk that... do you buy milk that's not refrigerated at the supermarket? Can you buy milk at your supermarket that isn't refrigerated and is just, like, in a carton on a shelf warm? Because we call that long life milk here. Like, once you chill it, it will, like, if you chill it and open it, then it's not going to last a long time. But, no dairy milk is sold unrefrigerated here. Yeah, we have, yeah, you can buy that here. Like, it literally says, I don't know if it's going to come up on the stream, but it says, how do I make it focus on that? How do I change the focus of my camera without ruining everything permanently for the camera? Oh, wrong thing. Focus, focus, focus. Where is... Configure video. There it is. Camera control. Focus. I'm on 25. Remember that I'm on 25. There we go. There we go. So if you can read that, it straight up says long life chocolate milk. But yeah, it's gonna be in small font, but yeah, long life chocolate milk. So yeah, low fat milk 97%, and then I switch it back to 25. There we go. I should have I should get a what if I can do that on my stream deck? Oh, that focus is not good. Oh shit, it was at 25 before, and now the 25's not working. I ruined it forever! No! No, I'm fine. Never mind. I just had to confirm the settings and we're all good. Am I in focus? I feel slightly out of focus. Am I out of focus? A little bit. Oh, it didn't save it. Why didn't it save it? Why didn't it save the focus? Apply. There we go. It didn't save it. It saved it to like 30 something, so it was a little off. Now, I'm actually curious about that. Long life. How do we have long life milk? How do we have long life milk here? Why is that different? Why can we have that? But, dairy.com for Australia. I don't know if this is a government, well, it's not .gov, so it's not a government thing. I don't know who owns this. But there's a thing here. Long life milk typically lasts 6 to 9 months in the pantry unopened. Once opened, it should be refrigerated and used within 7 days. I don't know how they get this. Ah, okay, here it is. Ultra heat treatment. So it's ultra heat treatment. Ultra heat treatment milk, also known as long life milk. This product is heated to 140 degrees Celsius for 2 seconds, destroying any trace of harmful bacteria and other microorganisms, which helps to extend its shelf life. It is then packaged in a sterile container. There it is. It's incredibly common in Australia. It is incredibly common here. The quality, you can tell it's not as good as, like, super fresh, refrigerated milk. You can tell the quality suffers a little bit for it. Absolutely. I'd have to wonder if American regulations are not strong enough to ensure that long life milk is safe, so therefore they don't sell it. I would want... That's one of those things where I'm just like... I don't know if America would do that safely, so maybe that's why. It's like how in Japan you can have raw eggs. UHT milk isn't sold in the US very often because the extra heat caramelizes some of the natural sugars in the milk, making it slightly sweeter, which most US customers dislike. Oh. Based on what I read about like a week ago. Refrigerated milk is more expensive here. Oh, absolutely the same here. Long life milk is incredibly cheap. Refrigerated milk is super expensive. Basically, you go for long life milk if you're cheap. But, like every cafe, well, like 90%, like 90 to 95% of cafes here, the milk that they'll use in coffees is long life milk. That is incredibly common here as well. Go to a cafe and you can see them. They'll grab the container of long life milk out of the fridge and use that. Very few places use like fresh refrigerated milk. What about UHT milk? Oh, I'm trying to figure out why lactose-free milk lasts so much longer. Okay. But yeah, in terms of long life milk, we've gotten so distracted from playing Professor Layton. But in terms of long life milk, this is the only time that I've seen flavored long life milk before, but this is the only time that I've seen small containers of flavored long life milk. So this is so fucking perfect for work, and also like kids' lunchboxes, obviously. Because these just come in a pack of 6, and it comes in a pack of 6 for like $4 fucking. They're super cheap. So I can just buy a shitload of these, keep them in my cupboard, and just like once or twice a week, just top up the fridge. And then I just take them to work, and I don't have to worry about it, and I get flavored milk every day. And I don't have to worry about it going off, I don't have to worry about like finishing it fast enough or anything like that. It's so good. Well, regular milk lasts 7 days, lactose milk nearly lasts a month after you open it. I'm still not entirely sure why. But anyways, I have a second Chucky milk. I also got a Storby. I also got a Storby while I was there. Because I could. They're small enough that I can have 2. Anyways, milk. Anyway, the milk tangent is now over. Look at that build, that lustrous sheen, that soulful gaze. That's my car, no doubt. Fuck yeah, Storby milk. Do you say it as Storby? You gotta say Storby. Storby milk. I have known so many people here where if it's specifically about a milk flavor, you don't say strawberry, you just say Storby. It's Storby milk. Australians love cutting off letters, like letters from punctuating words properly, pronunciating words properly, but strawberry milk just being Storby milk is a very common one that I've come across, and I love it. So I always have to call it Storby. I've heard Storby before, but I do love that as a relative of Chucky. I think that's where it comes from, yeah. Yeah, you got your Chucky milk and you got your Storby milk. Everything's okay then. Better than okay, kid. My darling back up, I shoe in for that blue ribbon. Thanks. Well, Luke, you certainly have a way with animals. Oh, it's nothing really. Hee. Had banana milk once ages ago. I miss it. Get excited for streams in a couple of weeks where I have bananas every week. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fucking good. So the caramel milk is good enough that it should be as standard as chocolate or Storby. It's so good. If they had one of my Moo boxes also in caramel, holy shit. Holy shit, I would love that. Because I absolutely agree that caramel milk should just be alongside Storby and Chucky. Absolutely. Oh, have you got vanilla malt? Have you got vanilla malt milk? Oh god, I love that shit. It makes me sick, but I love it so fucking much. Oh my god. That is almost as common here as Storby and Chucky. It's specifically vanilla malt. Oh god, I love it so much. I can't handle too much of it. My body does not like malt. My body does not like malt, but fucking Christ do my taste buds do. Ah, fuck. It's so good. Vanilla malt milk, or even just like a full-on vanilla malt milkshake. Oh my god, I fucking love that shit. How about a vanilla malt flavored milk? I would say that's like, simply sip and spit. No, I must swallow. Yeah, vanilla malt flavored milk is probably the 3rd most common here. but probably still less common than iced coffee in general. It'd probably go like chocolate milk, iced coffee, Storby milk, then vanilla malt milk. Look over here, you two. They're about to announce the winner. And the winner of this year's Dropstone crown is... oh, it wasn't even him. It was even the guy we held. Oscar shows up in Bovine Beauty, Mutilda. Hold on now, you don't mean to tell me my sweet Behemoth didn't take first place? Hell yeah. Behemoth. It's the Poogie Behemoth. It's Poogie Behemoth. It's Behemoth. No, we've had enough tangents. Don't pull up pictures of Poogie Behemoth. Behemoth. You shouldn't have slot your cow back, Clever. If you kept quiet, you'd be the winner, eh? Oh, I was robbed! Robbed! Competition must have been rigged. Rigged, I tell ya! So I think you went through all that trouble to get his cow back and ended up losing because of it. Yes, I suppose it goes to show that things don't always go as planned in life. Right you are, Professor. Say, shouldn't Mr. Anderson be around here now? It's gonna take some effort to find him in a crowd this dense. Let's look around a bit. Don't call all of the villagers together dense. Jesus Christ, it's so mean. Been tempted to recently make maple milk, recently using maple syrup. I don't know if this would be good, but I'm compelled to try. If you do, can I have some? If you do, can I have some? I feel like I want that. You ever hear the old saying, the clothes maketh the man? Yeah, I've watched Kingsman. Only the first one. I don't know if the second one's good. Then there was the third one that was like a prequel that I did hear was not good. We're often looking at your dad to say you got your act together. So try this puzzle on for size. Professor Layton crossover with the Kingsman. Absolutely, I'll mail it over to you. Well, as we learned, Doodles, if you heat it up to 140 degrees Celsius for 2 seconds and then put it in a sterile environment, you could mail it to me. As we just learned. A change of clothes. A, B, and C each started off with shirts and trousers of the same color. A wore red, B wore blue, C wore white. They were then blindfolded and swapped items of clothing. After they took their blindfolds off, here's what they said. A, that one shirts and trousers match. B, it looks like C's the only one of us who didn't keep any of his original clothes. C, I don't ever like these red trousers. Touch the people to change their clothing and assemble their current outfits. I was about to say, did you change their clothes and somehow send them all oh, I was gonna try to move there. I was about to say, did you fucking, like, I was like, did you make them colorblind when they were doing it? They were blindfolded, no, they were color blindfolded. No one's shirts and trousers match. C's the only one who didn't keep any of his originals. I don't know if I like these red trousers. So you have red. I'm gonna put everyone in red. There we go. So now we change it from here. Okay. So, C doesn't like the red trousers. Too bad you're fucking wearing them, cunt. So C's the only one who didn't keep any originals. So he didn't keep white. Obviously, someone else is wearing red. So you've got to have blue. He also didn't keep any of his original clothes. So his top must be red. Because no one's shirts and trousers match. And so you're, both of you did keep an original. Wait, now I'm stumped. Localization info in the US, this one says pants, that's all. Wait, I'm already dumb. Oh no, sorry, C. Sorry, C's saying I don't like the red trousers, I'm dumb. C didn't keep any original clothes, and C doesn't like their red trousers. I'm dumb. Ignore me. C doesn't like... yeah, C has no original clothes, and C doesn't like the red trousers. So you must have blue. And so both of you have some piece of your original clothing left. So if you have a blue pant and you have... Oh, white... pan, then red... Why? Does this fulfill the conditions? No one's shirts and trousers match. That is accurate. C's the only one of us who didn't keep any original clothes. You both have those. You don't have any original. And you don't have red trousers. It all works.
And now to test my theory.
Okay, good. Another one of those things of, I'm worried I'm
Wonderful.
overthinking it, but no, I'm not. Nicely done. See... This! See this? This is what we need. This was a much simpler one than some of the other ones that we've had that are similar to this. And look at how many words we get to explain the whole thing. Repulse, why these men did any of this in the first place? I don't think that's a puzzle. I think the answer is Old Man Yowie. You know that says the only one not wearing something from his real outfit, meaning he's not wearing anything white. Also, no, he has red trousers, so his shirt must be blue. Since A and B are each wearing one of their own, you can just say A is dressed in a red shirt and B in blue trousers. Well, that's not all you have to do is place your remaining white items in the right places and the puzzle is solved. Search and trousers that don't match are the epitome of tacky. That's fashion rule number 1. I'm so glad, Lopez, that you are justifying why every single glam that my Warrior of Light wears is jet black on the pants and on the top. I'm glad you're justifying this. Rule number 2. No one can pull off sequins. Fuck sequins. Well, that switch to yours, you're golden. That's when your nightclub will turn you away. I don't think he's dressed for a nightclub. A fancy dining restaurant, sure. I don't know if he's dressed for a nightclub. But also, no one? Like, no one can pull off sequins? No one? Seems a little excessive. Yeah, and I was about to slickest dress in all Dropstone. You're just saying that because you're wearing a backwards hat. So is that no one else can pull off a look this edgy? Okay. Okay, we're gonna get away from Lopez. Never did manage to meet Mr. Anderson, did we? Yes, what a pity. I had a feeling Pandora would lead on the illusion box. Hey there, fellows! I haven't seen you two round these parts before. I heard chatting about Mr. Anderson. And I thought to myself, hey, I can help. Here, I'll point him out. It's a puzzle. He's justifying. It's gonna be a puzzle. Who's Mr. Anderson? Oh, I saw Mr. Anderson around here a minute ago. He shouldn't be too hard to spot with that beard and hat. Yup, he's a real gentleman. And he always looks smart with his cane and that dapper little bow tie. Oh, he doesn't wear glasses in case you're wondering. Look, there he is now. These goods above the same. Can you find and circle Mr. Anderson? Okay. Beard, hat, cane, no glasses. Oh, and dapper little bow tie. Is it this guy? He's got a bow tie. He's got a beard. He had a hat, but it's flying off. Because, like, no beard. No beard. Glasses. No cane. No cane. No cane. You have all of the appropriate things, but unless you're hiding a bow tie under that, I can't see it. Because the trick is that his hat's flying off, so you think he doesn't have a hat.
A
His
true
hat flew
gentleman
off.
leaves no puzzle unsolved.
It looks like the wind tried to carry off Mr. Anderson's hat. Damn you, wind. Good day, sir. I'm searching for the one Mr. Anderson. Might you be him? The one and only, my friend. And with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? The name's Herschel Layton. My friends and I have come to this fine place in search of the Elysian box. I thought a man of influence such as yourself might be able to offer us some direction. In the assertion, they put a period after Mr. That's all. Right, none of these have been modified Mr. Anderson in a certain way. I'm glad we don't have that so far. Oh, the Elysian box, you say? Why would you want to go chasing after a thing like that? I take it you're familiar with it. Familiar? No, I've heard the rumors, of course, and I know it's referred to as Pandora's box. Some even call it a diabolical box. Some even call it a lost specter or an unwound specter or Quisling future or whatever the fucking US name of the next game. Can't do the previous one because they were both called Previous Village. I also believe my dear mother once searched for the very box of which you speak. Interesting. Please, elaborate. Ah, well, my birth mother died when I was very young. The mother I speak of is actually my mother-in-law, Sophia. She founded this village way back when. The kindest soul I'd ever met. Sharp, too. I married into her family, but she treated me like her own flesh and blood. Idiot box. This box has so many names. Since I never knew my own mother, I suppose it would be fair to call Sophia my real mother. Even after my wife passed away, Sophia continued to treat me as one of her own. Sophia looked high and low for that box, but she never could find what she was looking for. So she made efforts of her own to search for it. Fascinating. Tell me, where might Sophia be now? She left us last year. In her last days, she spent a lot of time holed up in a room, writing. Sad that never found out why she was so intent on getting her hands on that box. I see. I am sorry for your loss. Thank you. Well, my mother may have known something about the subject, but she's gone now. Now you know as much as I do. I regret that I couldn't be more help to you, sir. Not at all, Mr. Anderson. I've learned a great deal from our conversation. You have my thanks. Oh, and one thing before you go, Miss Layton. Please take a look around you. These picturesque hills, these happy people. Dropstone has been blessed with so much. Sophia built this place from scratch into a village full of warmth and camaraderie. Dropstone must never be allowed to wither and die, like so many other villages. It would be a terrible tragedy if something curious happened to this place and turned everyone into robots. After all, this place owes its current prosperity to the many sacrifices she made. Why am I getting the impression that this is yet another curious village, but the curiousness of this village is that the town, like, ritually sacrifices people to the box to keep, like, the town alive? They get in wandering tourists, just like us, and, like, offer them to the box, and then the box says, "That is awesome, that tastes good as shit, my guy, and then I will bless your village for another year." Getting some evil vibes here. By the way, is this is one of the few times where this actually, like, lines up. I know you can't tell on your screen, and I don't have it set up for this to do it very easily, but actually, or does this do it? That one does do it. Like, completely everything else about it is wrong. Hi, Metroid Prime Pinball. But look, you can see. You can see that though. You can see that it's all, like, together. There's no actual, like, gap between it. It is all just one big thing. Metroid moment. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix the thing so I can actually have that screen where it's all together on one and it doesn't, like, completely fuck up everything else. Gotta fix that. But yeah, it doesn't do it very often, Professor Layton. I also love how there was absolutely no fucking consistency on the console. There was seemingly no directive from Nintendo themselves about, like, hey, if you're going to make a screen, go between both of them. Either don't leave a gap and treat them as if they were touching, or leave a gap that's equal the distance of pixels as what there actually is on the two screens. Because different games treat them differently. Some treat them as two connected screens and have everything line up perfectly. And then some games just say, no, they are separate. There is a gap of, like, unrendered screen in the middle of it. No consensus whatsoever. I love it. You know what the best one is? You know what the best one is? The World Ends With You. Because The World Ends With You does both. The World Ends With You legitimately does both at the same time, and it is so fucking funny. Because for gameplay, if you haven't seen The World Ends With You, one, go play it. I fucking love that game. It's so good. But you're playing as two characters on different screens. You're playing as, like, one character on the bottom screen who's doing touchscreen controls for combat, and then you're playing as another character on the top screen who's using D-pad controls for combat. There's a one, they both share health bars, and the health bar is, like, a giant bar on the side of the screen like this. And the health bar, like, if the person on the top screen takes damage, the health bar ticks from this side, and if the person on the bottom screen takes damage, it ticks from this side. And when they run it, it can run out anywhere. So, like, the person on the top can take a shitload of damage, and it goes into the bottom screen. But just, you know, once the two sides meet each other, that's when you die. And there's also a puck that you transfer between characters. Each time a character finishes a combo, there's an orb of light that goes from one screen to the other for the other character. Then that character finishes their combo and the thing goes back. It's meant to be a combo thing, so whoever's got the light, you can focus on them to do extra damage. So for both the health bar on the side of the screen and the orb of light that's going between the two screens, it treats it as if there's no gap between the screens whatsoever. And it's not like the visuals of the screens match up. It's two separate looking environments. So if you put them on one on top of the other, like I did in my videos, it is just one on top of the other. It's two separate screens they're touching each other. But the orb goes between them as if there's no gap, and the health bar treats it as if there's no gap. But the cutscenes in the game, including cutscenes in the middle of combat, there are once you get like enough points or whatever, you can activate a super in the middle of combat, which basically has the characters from the top and the bottom screen do like a full screen, both screens together, like badass animation before the animation kicks in. But that animation acts as if there's a gap. Like, you'll see, like, the top half of both characters on the top screen, and their legs are both on the bottom screen, and they're both moving around. But you can see in my videos that I have of it, those animations, and that animation for beginning the super attack, treats it as if there's a gap between the screens, because you can very clearly see, because I have the screens touching, that there's just this line in the middle where there's just part of their body missing, and there's just smashed together. So even in the same fucking game, there's no consensus of, do you treat the gap as if there's nothing there, or do you treat it as if, like, there's something there? And it's obvious why, for The World Ends With You, gameplay-wise, they treat it as if there's no gap, because you're seeing stuff pass between the two screens, and also the health bar's there. If both characters took equal damage, you could have the health bar literally not be rendered on either screen. So it's understandable why, from that perspective... It's understandable why, from that perspective, they don't have it there. But then the animations act as if there is a gap, and it's just like, okay. To be fair, UI element should always ignore the gaps so things can never be hidden behind it. Well, there's some Sonic games where there's gameplay that happens in the missing part of the screen. I know that. There's Sonic games where you can go from, like, one screen to the other, and he travels in real time with the gap, pretending that it's there. So if you want to, like, emulate it, you have to have the gap, otherwise he'll just, like, go here, and then just appear, like, immediately behind it without it. But if you play it in real time, and include the gap, then, like, you can mentally go, oh yes, he's definitely moving at the same speed, like, between those, and he's going between the gap. So in, like, Sonic gameplay, it says the gap is there. So there's, again, no consistency. It's so awesome. Forgive my ramblings. Forgive my ramblings. Once I started talking, I sometimes have trouble stopping. Me too, brother. But it just then it looks better on the physical machine when you count for the gap. And I get why Tui did that, but it's really funny. It's really funny. It's really funny that The World Ends With You. There's no way to fucking play that game, like, emulated, where everything looks right, because there is just... Because it does both at the same time. It's so fucking funny. Enjoy your time in Dropstone and be well. Good day. Oh, one of my headphones died during my rant there. Looks like that was another dead end. Oh, I wouldn't say that, Luke. It would appear this village is inextricably linked to the Elysian Books. I also find Mr. Anderson's choice of words interesting. I wonder what he meant by sacrifices. Well, that's something for us to ponder later, but now let us make our way to the station. Alright, Professor. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to head back to the train station. If this village has, like, something very intimately to do with the box, it's kind of weird that we're just leaving. It feels a little odd that we're just getting on the train and continuing to go. Like, are we gonna come back here? Are we going to find another village on here that also is like, this town exists because we sacrificed everything to the Elysian Box and now it exists. Ah. Trying to get my a pair of headphones. They didn't. These the first ones didn't charge properly, so now we're 3 hours in. I'm having a second changeover. Awesome. I love my headphones. I mean, I do. I'm very grateful that I have. I'm very grateful that I have this pair of headphones that I can wear, and I don't have giant wires or anything on my head. I have just, they're tucked into my ear, and there's no latency, and they just work. I'm very glad that I can do that. That is awesome. I just wish the battery was, you know... I wish I consistently charged, and I wish the battery on the second pair was as good as the first pair. Alright, train's gonna train. Get more puzzles for me, though. Mr. Anderson's a pillar of the community. He made this village a place I'm glad to call home. There's a lot of condensation on the side of my Stormy milk, and now it is making it hard to get open my straw. There we go. Stormy milk. Alright. Your edgy backwards hat. No one else has puzzles? No? Okay. So it showed the thing again, so like, people are gonna have puzzles again, right? Oh, this guy's back. Oh dear, train's gonna jump out any minute now and she's still not here. Everyone's efforts will have been in vain if she misses a train out of town. Oh my, oh my. Maybe women just need more time to get ready for things like this. Oh, why must she make me worry? Excuse me, but are you kind of sexist? It's none of your business. We've been told the master about what we're doing. Look, perhaps it must even be. Sometimes best not to barge into the affairs of others. Oh, this is the daughter who's running away. Well, if he doesn't want us to talk to him, maybe he shouldn't be thinking out loud. Spoken like a true character who keeps getting involved in sub-stories. Okay. You're still cagey about that. I must explore everywhere. I must check. They had another prompt at the bottom, and if we're about to leave this place for good. See, she's back! Arrgh! See? If they give you a prompt at the bottom of the screen, go back literally everywhere to check for puzzles. Oh dear, I forgot to get apples for tonight's meals. That reminds me of a puzzle I once heard. Would you like to hear it, sir? Pass the apples. Johnny and Thomas are each carrying some apples. Johnny gave Thomas one apple. Oh my god, we're about to do like a fucking primary school math problem. If Johnny gave Thomas one apple, the two men would each have the same number of apples. Conversely, if Thomas gave Johnny 2 apples, Johnny would have 3 times the number of apples that Thomas has. So just how many apples are each of the men holding? Really, this apple puzzle? Also, why are you in my house again? You left the house and then came back. I've been in your house today more than you have. That doesn't make things better. Okay, so Johnny gives Thomas 1 apple. And the 2 men have the same number of apples. Which means that... yeah, Johnny starts with more. Conversely, if Thomas gave Johnny 2 apples, Johnny would have 3 times the number of apples that Thomas has. They don't have that many apples then. So the number that they have is 2 away from each other. Because Johnny gives Thomas 1 and then they're the same number. So they're 2 away from each other. So if the numbers are 2 away from each other, and Thomas gives Johnny 2 apples, and Johnny has 3 times the number of apples that Thomas has. So if Thomas gives Johnny 2 apples, then they're 6 apart? No. Wait, is that? No. No. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Wait, okay. Firstly, if Thomas gives Johnny 2 apples, this is just more so my brain's trying to remember shit. My brain's trying to remember shit, and it's not doing well at that. Let's start with some random fucking numbers, and we can just go from there. So let's say they've got 5 and 3. We're to start with a random number. So you give 1 to 1, and then you both have 4, right? But if you were to give 2 over to you, then you would have 7 and you would have 1, which doesn't make sense. But I feel like it needs to be a number higher than that, maybe? Because if you did the next number down, which is 4 and 2, then yeah, you get 3 and 3 for giving the 1s. But then you do this, and then it goes 6 to 0. Which is not right. That's the ratio is getting further away. So let's go to 6 to 4, which is then 5 to 5. And then if you give 2 over, you have 8. And then you have 2, which is getting closer. There's only 4 times away, but still not quite there. So if we go 7 and 5, which would be 6 and 6, but you give 2, and you have 9, and you have 3! There we go! 7 and 5, because I'm going 6 to 6, and you give 2, and then it'll be 9 to 3. So 7 and 5. 7 and 5.
This should do the trick.
I am a genius. I am a genius.
Ah, wonderful.
Johnny has 7 apples and Thomas has 5. You can tell if Johnny gave Thomas 1 apple, both men would have 6 apples. Additionally, if Thomas decided to give Johnny 2 of his apples, Johnny would have 9 apples. 3 times as many as Thomas. That's the answer, right? So we're heading next, Professor Layton. Once our train isn't working on, we'll be moving on to the next town. And then I expect you'll run into the young mistress. She's leaving on the Voluntary Express today. Should you bump into her, do say hello. Oh, and remember, please keep Miss Cartier's trip a secret from the master. Is she going to be another adopted daughter by the end of this? Guarantee I made it into an algebra problem and I solved it? I would love to do that. But I don't remember how to do algebra. I don't remember how to do algebra. I mean, because it would be what? X minus 1 equals y plus 1 is like part of the equation, and then there's also like x plus 2 equals y minus 2 times 3, but I don't remember how to solve that as like an equation. So incredibly important, I should probably keep off TikTok. I have a blind person question for you, eyeballed person. When you are looking up close and making eye contact with a person, are you focusing on one eye or both? That is a hard question to answer. how because I think that for me at least it depends on how close I am. Neither I'm focused in the middle of their nose between the two. Well, that's like, that would be the... for me, I think it depends on how, like... Because when I'm looking at something, my lip, like, it's like... When I look with my eyes, when I'm focusing on something, there's like a range of what's in focus. So if I'm far enough away, I'm kind of doing what Doodle says. Where my focus is like centered on their nose in between their eyes, but both of their eyes are within focus. So it feels like I'm looking at both of their eyes simultaneously. But if I get too close to someone, then I can't do that. Like, if I'm standing face to face to someone pretty close, then I'm gonna try and do the thing where I'm focusing on the middle and keeping both in focus. But if not, then I tend to focus on one eye. But say, like, serving customers at work is a far enough distance that I'm doing the looking at the space between their eyes, and both of their eyes are fully in focus. If it's inches apart, it doesn't outwork you. It's not going cross-eyed, but it's just quite the intended effect, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when you're focusing on something with vision, at least, I don't know how different it is for person to person, but like when I'm focusing on something vision-wise, it's not like there's a single pinpoint of what is in focus. There's like the center of what's in focus, and then there's an area around it that's in focus. So if I'm like a couple feet from someone, like I'd say at least 2 feet, maybe 1 feet. I wouldn't go closer than 1 foot with it, but like 1 foot at closest, but 2 feet or more easily. You can look in between their eyes and have both of their eyes focused, so it feels like you're looking at both of their eyes at the same time. But very close, then it's just looking into one eye. To which I usually default to looking towards someone's right eye, which is like looking to my left. That's just natural for me. But yeah, that would be my answer. It does feel weird. It's... That was very helpful. I'm glad I could help. It's the type of thing where... doing customer service, it felt weird. Because learning customer service, one of the important things is, like, maintain eye contact. And when I first started learning customer service is when I realized I was staring people in a single eye. All of the time before that. And so starting customer service, I had to be taught to be like, look them in both of their eyes. And I'm like, but then I'm just staring at their nose. And it's like, no, look them, like, center your focus on their face. So both of their eyes are in focus. I had to actively learn that when I was starting retail. Because it felt really weird. It felt really weird to try and look at someone in both of their eyes at the same time. Because it just felt like I was just staring at their nose. But that may have been just a me thing. But that may have just been a me thing. Although I feel like a lot of kids in general probably look at one eye and then eventually over time learn to not do that. If I had to guess. Very secure, 5 more minutes, please. Alright, you're just gonna continue sleeping. But I must search for puzzles. You don't have puzzles again. Fish here are so tasty because the water's as pure as can be. If I can catch fish at this rate, I'm set for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Alright, we'll just... I'm glad we went searching for puzzles, because we did find a puzzle. They did hide a sneaky puzzle from us in the middle of all of this. So we do have to check. The place is positively crawling with people, isn't it? Careful, Flora. You know which way you're going, you're likely to run right into someone. Oops, sorry. This is all new to me that I forget to pay attention to where I'm going. Understandable. After all, it's quite different to what you're used to. They're not all robots, after all. Wow, Flora, you certainly seem to be excited. There's no sitting around gawking for too long, or we might accidentally leave you behind. Dick. Wow, what's that? Oh, and look! There's another one over there. Huh? Professor? Luke? Where did you two go? Oh my god, we've all... Uh-oh. Seriously? Seriously? We had all this effort to adopt this girl in the previous game and now she gets kidnapped! I was had to consciously realize and learn how to look people in the eyes. I'm sure this is a perfectly normal life experience and that is not indicative of any neurodivergencies. Oh no! Professor! Flora's gone! Oh dear. Must have been separating the crowd back there. Let's retrace our steps. It's gonna be awfully hard to find her with all these people about. Now where could that girl have gone off to? Oh, she's fine. Never mind, she's fine. Whew! Flora, where'd you run off to? So there were so many people that I must have lost you two. I turned it. Were her eyes always black? Were Flora's eyes always black? I didn't look at something before you knew it. You two were gone. Well, I'm relieved you found your way back to us. So many people around here, God knows how long it could have taken to find you. I'll be more careful from now on, I promise. Were her eyes always black? I don't remember her eyes being black. Her eyes were always black, fully dilated like a cat? Oh, okay. Well, you know, heard a few interesting things I was wondering over there. I don't remember that. Oh dear. Oh, what did you hear? That a man named Romeo was asking around after the Elysian books. If we could track him down, maybe he can tell us something we don't know. I was worried she's like replaced with an imposter. Because of the fucking eyes, like after she was grabbed. I heard from one person that he's been wandering around near the station. That is interesting news. Let's head to the station and see if we can find this Romeo. Good on you, Flora. I had some top-notch intelligence you gathered out there. Hee Oh, it was nothing. I'm concerned. I am concerned. Someone was trying to grab her! Don't, you haven't heard my silly box. People don't like it when I run up to them and ask them about if they've seen my box. People don't like it. No puzzles. Now that my bite looks all smart, I'm gonna take it over to Mr. Anderson. Cheer him up. Hey, he's always been giving some big secrets from me. It's making the poor man heart sick. I must search everywhere for puzzles. See! Puzzle. I must admit I was skeptical at first, but you really know how to communicate with those cows. Everyone's been busting their buns to get Dropstone ready for today's festivities. Thank goodness you saved the day. Would have been a mess if that spat back there ruined the celebration. Yep, everyone's been working like mad. Spent all day yesterday making flags. I'll put them up too. And while I worked, I thought up a puzzle. You want to hear it, right? Painting the flag. You have a pristine white flag that you want to dye into 3 sections as shown below. No 2 adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can only be 1 color, and you can't change the number, size, or of the sections. If you're not allowed to mix the dyes, how many distinct flag designs are possible? Oh, okay, I was about to say, it's like, this seems pretty easy. It's just like, oh, but how many pasta balls are there? Chat, how many pasta balls are there? No 2 adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can only be 1 color. And you can't change the number or size of these sections. Okay. So we're gonna write this from a very high up. So you can have A, you can have B, and you can have C. You can have A, you can have C, you can have B. You can have A, you can have B, and you can have B. Then you can have A, and you can have C, and you can have C. Would it just be that same amount again for the other colors? A cab flag. Let's go. There's only 3 sections. All cops are. That's the day car. That's the day car version of it. All cops are. If I think, therefore I am cop. A, B, C. And then you got CBA. Oh, the CBA, the place with the desk comer. No, you get no further context. You get no further context other than knowing that the CBA is the place with the desk comer. And then we got C, and then you got A, and then B, and then you got C, and then B, and then I. But these count as distinct. I think they would because you're... Because, like, ACB and BCA are the same design, but one's flipped over. But flags have an upright and a non-upright sign. Flags have usually a pretty specific order of colors, and if they're in the wrong order, then it's, like, the wrong way around. You did in the Kath and Kim for a second. Look at my. That's the only thing that I can like remember when I'm trying to quote her. Look at my. It's the only thing I can remember. That one, the fucking, oh my god, the fucking clip that I always think of when I think of Kath and Kim is just that one clip of walking around and seeing all of the gay propaganda. It's that scene is so fucking good. It is such a good fucking bit. Lebanese. Or just seeing one sign say home and looking at another one that says oh. It's so fucking good. I'm just gonna say 12. Flags usually have a correct order and a correct orientation. So even if the colors are swapped around, I would still say it's a distinct flag design because flags usually have a very correct way of putting them. Especially like with what they show there where you're hanging it. You can't say, well, the other way is the same way because not only one of them's like on the string. If not, then we take off the duplicates.
Just
but
leave it to me.
Bullshit!
Looks like I botched that one.
Bullshit! Okay, they're not counting it. They're not counting it. Well, I'm assuming they're not counting it. Oh, they don't remember my memo notes. How dare they? So 9 then? You'd have A, and then you have B, and then C. You'd have A, B, and B, and then A, C, and C. Pardon me. You'd have B, you'd have A, and C. You'd have B with A and A, and then you'd have B with C and C. Then you'd have C with A and B, and then you'd have C with A and A, and you'd have C with B and B. I should become a doctor. I was gonna go with 9 then. I'm gonna just go with 9. No! Fuck it!
Let's see if this works. Whoops, that wasn't right.
I registered as a 1. Are you familiar with the sketch Gay Olympics from Big Girls Blast? Or someone onto YouTube and rewired my brain? That I'm not familiar with. How many flags are there? F. 9. If it's not 9, then I'm actually
Just
fucked.
leave it to me.
Fuck. Okay, now I'm actually...
Looks like I botched that one.
Now I'm actually stumped. Now I'm actually stumped. Well, this was running costs then also costs extra bigger odds. So what combinations am I missing here? Because I can't think of any. I can't think of what other combinations I'm missing. I'm getting hints for this one. I'm running out of hint coins. You have 3 dice you can use. Oh, fucking goddamn it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, then. Oh, there's gonna take a while to write out. Okay! 0. A and B. 0. A and C. 0. With A and... No, sorry, with B and C. 0 with A and A. 0 with B and B. And 0 with C and C. Swapping the O's of these doesn't do anything. You could do like B, O. O is just, I'm 0. I'm just counting 0 as none. B, 0, A. Are they gonna say that's distinct to A, 0, B? And then you do this, and now there's 4 colors, so 24. I'll say 24. No. I'll say 24, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes higher. God damn it.
Looks like I botched that one.
Again, distinct flag. Flags have a very specific orientation. So we can go further. We can have A, 0, B. We can have B, 0, A. We can have A, 0, C. We can have C, 0, A. We can have 0, B, C. We can have 0, B, and... Sorry, C and then B. A, 0, A. B, 0, B. And C, 0, C. So 36.
Just leave it to me.
Finally got there, Jesus.
Cake.
They fucking got me with the just don't diet, idiot. They got me with the don't diet, asshole. Sharp thinking! Once you incorporate the white color of the unpainted flag into your designs, you actually have 4 colors you can work with. Assign a color to the left section of the flag and list all design possible, so you get total 9 variations. Multiply this by 4, which represents the total number of colors at your disposal to get the answer. 36 variations. No, the white is clever. It's one of those I'm saying fuck you in a way of recognizing that it was clever, but still fuck you. It is clever. It's totally valid. It's totally valid. I'm saying fuck you not in spite, but in a fuck you you got me. Fuck you, well done, you got me. No, that's on personally realizing the why the flag was one of the fun aha moments, yeah. Well, it's because it's a fun aha moment when you realize it, but I got it from a hint coin, so it's fuck you got me. And then it's also, you have to specifically realize that flags have a distinct orientation, so even if, some of these look the same order, but they're not, because flags have a very distinct orientation. Like, when you start doing D at the beginning, you might get D, B, A. So you go, oh, well, that looks the same if you rotate it compared to. But no, it's a flag. It has a very distinct orientation. One side is always going to be specifically on the left, kind of thing. So you do count every possible combination. Pretty good, right? Horizontality, my eternal nemesis. Maybe getting older, but I can still cook up a mean puzzle. Yeah, it's definitely... That is definitely, I think, one of my favorites in this game so far. So, relieved you came by and said the contest from turned into a punch-up. Should go now, post one deliver itself. Alright, cheerio. Chop, chop, cheerio. Oh, whatever. I like making the sounds. Do you have any more puzzles for me? No. I gotta check everyone, as we've learned. Oh, Mr. Layton, do you have a moment? Certainly, how may I be of assistance? It seems you've done a great deal of investigating today. Tell me, during the course of your inquiries, you didn't hear anything about my daughter, did you? Your daughter, sir? Yes, Katya. You see, she hardly ever comes home since her grandmother Sophia passed away. Sophia and my daughter were very close, so her death came as a great shock to Katya. If you should see her, would you please tell her that her father wishes she'd come home? But fine gentlemen such as yourself delivers the message, she just might listen. Unfortunately, our train is leaving soon, so I may not be able to help much at all. Katya is my... our only child. She means everything to me, and I'd be forever in your debt if you could help me. Why the stumbling on the my/our only child? On a scale from let her open a screwdriver, how gay are windmills? Windmills were in the front of the newspaper today about how this farmer couple was terrorized and surrounded by windmills. So windmills are really good at scaring conservatives. Which makes them pretty fucking gay, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I wonder what kind of person this Katya is. Your guess is as good as mine. But judging from her family and upbringing, I imagine she's both beautiful and refined. Steady on, Professor! I heard that you've been inquiring about the village, about an antique known as the Elysian Box. Oh yeah, that thing. People say it kills whoever manages the prize that's open its lid. Pandora's box, they call it. There's a newspaper reporting on fucking donkey out there. I don't know about fake knights stabbing windmills. That's what's happening in Australia. There's like... Well, what is the... fucking... I'm getting so distracted constantly in this stream. So easy to get distracted in a fucking... thing. There's like... shitloads. There's shitloads of fucking anti-windmill propaganda in this country. Yeah. Net zero compassion for couple tormented by noisy wind turbines. Cheryl and Michael O'Donnell signed an agreement to live near the Crookwell 3 wind farm almost a decade ago. Now they claim the noise drums in their heads and the company hasn't paid up. Literally a decade ago, and they're now just like, fuck you! Residents speak in outrage over wind farm deal. 3 levels of government join forces to oppose wind farms. Yeah. 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 I mean, like, not that I'm defending the couple, like, their windmill, shut the fuck up. Any issue you're talking about it? You're lying, shut the fuck up. You're grifters, fuck off. It's one of those things where there is, like, a genuine issue when it comes to renewable energy projects of not discussing it with local people. It's one of those things where it's just like, It's the type of thing where like all our wind farm and electric bill plummets. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, one good cause is connected to every good cause. Everything is unified. It's really hard to escape from how interconnected and how intersected everything is. The fight against global warming is like the fight against fossil fuels. And the fight against fossil fuels is the fight against, like, capitalism. And all of the things, like, are intertwined. So one of the things, like, you need to tackle one of those things when you're doing things together. So it's the type of stuff where it's like, when you're working on renewable energy projects, if you're turning around just saying, just ram through renewable energy projects without any considerations of how it will actually affect people nearby, without any considerations of like, you know, like Green New Deal shit of like energy transitions of like, okay, what about all of the people who work in the industries of fossil fuels? How do we not leave them behind because they don't deserve to be fucked over? And stuff like that. It's Green New Deal. It's effectively Green New Deal shit of just like actually speaking with like local people and like, you know, you don't defeat capitalism by big businesses like just taking over and doing everything themselves. Like that obviously won't work in the long run. So the only way to like do that is like community involvement and everything like that. But then you've got to do that while also navigating the parts of community involvement where parts of the community will actively sabotage you because they hate anything that could possibly make life better in this world. But those people, they did talk to them. Like, that's the thing with those people. They did fucking talk to them. They signed an agreement with them a fucking decade ago. Fuck off. That thing. People say it kills whoever manages to prise its lid, open its lid. Pandora's box, they call it. Speaking of renewable energy, we installed a solar panel to help with our bills. Turns out it doesn't work on its own for some reason. Like, if there's a blackout, solar energy stops feeding its us energy. Even the battery is completely charged up. How strange is that? That, I have not heard of something like that. I wouldn't be surprised that some shit can get caught up like that. I've not heard of a situation like that happening before. That is, like, impressive levels of fucking up. Like, congratulations, you missed the point. Of, like, how that shit's meant to work. I just found out about during my course of travels. That box isn't what I'm really after. I'm after the other kind of box, you know what I mean? Well then, if I may be so bold as to ask, what are you looking for, sir? A phantom town that's nowhere to be found on any map. A place only the chosen may visit. The only way in, I hear, is on the Momentary Express. I'm worried the town that no one hears about is going to be the town that's sacrificed and killed to keep this place going. Basically, I'm saying that Dropstone is Fear Street and it's Sunnyside. Whatever the name of the fucking thing was. This house still has a diesel generator, but still. I keep forgetting, like, how much in terms of a farm you live. The whole, like, how, like, rural you live compared to I do. Because it's just like, where I live, and every single place I've ever lived in, yeah, there's no way for those places to generate their own power. No, we're connected to the electricity grid. And when that has a blackout, we just don't have power. Polar Express's dentistry-themed cousin, the Molar Express. That train and its many mysteries have been the subject of my research for years. From what I can tell, this artifact you're after, the Elysian Box, is also tied to that town. Wow, so when can we set out for it? How do we get there? Yeah, that's one detail I haven't managed to pin down yet. Maybe whisper a password when you're on the train and whoosh! Train track goes in a new direction. Anyways, probably something like that. I'll just have to keep searching until I find a way in. Interesting. Thank you for your time. Professor, did you hear that? I think we've finally got a new lead on this Elysian Box. It's a bit early to celebrate, but it looks like our journey on the Momentary Express isn't over yet. Alright, you two. Let's start making our way back towards the station. Okay, Professor. That's a benchy bench. Yay! Yay! How's our mysteries going? Oh, Layton journey. His mother-in-law searching for the Elysian box for her passing. Though Miss Anderson doesn't know why she was so intent on clearing it. The Elysian box and Dropstone are intricately linked to each other, though I don't fully know why yet. And the Phantom Town! Recent rumors I heard of Dropstone concerning a mysterious Phantom Town only accessible at the Military Express. Once we're back on the train, we'll have to give it a nice run-through. It's like the first game. It's the very nature of like mystery games when you have multiple sequels. But it's the first game was like, okay, this is what Professor Layton is. You're gonna do a bunch of puzzles, and you're trying to solve the mystery of like the inheritance and everything like that. And then you end up getting the secret. The entire town's run by fucking robots. So we had it's not like supernatural's not the right word, but we had a relatively sci-fi explanation back in the previous game of what the grand mystery was. Like Curious Village had a real jumping of the shark moment in terms of what we were dealing with for our mysteries and how things were going compared to what we ended up finding out the truth of everything was. So I feel like because we've had that step once already in this franchise, we're now in the territory of every game from this point onwards, we know the explanation for what can be going on can be fucking batshit insane, and there's no holding back. It can do that. This can be like, it is literally a town of ghosts, and these ghosts are harvested by the Elysian box to make sure that this town is prosperous. Like, it could be something that level of supernatural, and we just don't know. And like, that's just what we've got to find out. The explanation of what happened in the previous game was so over the top that it's just like, yeah, but that's just the type of series we're in now. Yeah, wow. Yeah, you got all these 30 puzzles under your belt. Who's the rock star now? Oh, okay. How's that festival treating you, dudes? Pretty ratchet. I forgot this. I forgot these games had like puzzle checkpoints of just like, you haven't done enough side puzzles, go do more. I forgot they had them because I'm usually clearing them when I get to them. The train's ready to move quiet. Yeah, that's why you wait. While you're waiting, I'll lay this sweet puzzle on you. Sammy's necklace. Now. Hey, there we go. Nice. Jesus Christ, Sammy. Sammy has 8 chains with 7 links each. He wants to connect all these chains to make a necklace. The jeweler says that it'll cost $2 each time he opens up and closes a single link. What fucking kind of jeweler? Sammy, go to a different jeweler as he answers your puzzle. Skyscape Containment, Jet Set Radio, and fled to a secluded British hamlet. As shown below, Sammy could open one end of each of the 8 chains to make one long necklace. However, that costs £16, and the truth is, it's a cheaper way to get the same result. Using the cheapest method possible, how much will it cost to make the necklace? I'm trying to interpret what it's asking. Sammy could open one end of each of the 8 chains to make one long necklace that costs £16, and the truth is, it's a cheaper way to get the same result. Using the cheapest method possible, how much will it cost to make the necklace? I don't know where to begin. I'm trying to work out the trick. Number of links in each small chain is crucial. That will is a crucial clue that will help you solve the puzzle. You haven't only been opening the links on the ends of the small chain, have you? No, I'm trying to think of how you open up the ones in the middle. I just don't know how you open up the ones in the middle and that makes it cheaper somehow. Because, like, I can understand, oh, you've got 7 links here and you go like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I don't know how that makes like a chain. I need to put it in. Try taking one small chain, popping open each of the 7 links, and using those individual links to connect the other small chains to get together. Is the answer clearer now? So it is as simple as... Is it just as simple as what I was thinking? That it is just 14? Because you just open this. Is it really that simple? It just felt like it was going to be more complicated than just, like, because I was like, yeah, there's 7 there, you connect to those 7 there. $14? Is it really that simple?
Consider this puzzle solved.
I think it's another case of I'm overthinking things.
And there we have it.
Take one of Sammy's 7-link chains, break each link apart, and use them to connect the remaining chains together. Showing the illustration. So use the method he can get the necklace of his dreams for only £14. Euro. Whatever price that is. Okay, yeah. It was as simple as just, yeah, just do all of that and connect the ends together. Pounds. It's a pound, okay. Jesus Christ. What did I just witness? Were you spinning the microphone? Voluntary Express is back in business, baby. Get ready to ride, folks. Yeah, it's the microphone. Hey, you guys better hurry back to your seats because this train's ready to rock. No, I missed one. I missed one! Where was that? I'm looking that up. Pandora box hat weather. I tried talking to so many people. You shush. Don't look at the answer to the puzzle. Where was it? Where was it? This doesn't show me where it was. This doesn't show me where it was. Tree-lined path to the east of central Dropstone with large warp trees. Oh! I thought I went back there. The lady who gives us the tea set. This guy apparently peered there. When the fuck did he spawn there? Because I was there recently. He must have spawned in at some time. Okay, god damn it. Here is A pound is a fat ass A. Oh, okay. Okay, A, fat ass A. Okay. A looks like a cent symbol. Euros looks like a cent symbol. I'm mad. Mad about the hot weather. Thank God for Granny Riddleton.
Thank you so much.
Everyone in the town cheering her on to run away. You're gonna be my next daughter that I adopt.
What's going on over there?
British Luke! We finally heard him. Well, I guess also he's solving things. British Luke as opposed to fake British Luke in the UK, in the US version.
I believe we may have stumbled upon Mr. Anderson's dear daughter.
How has Mr. Anderson not been able to find her when you have a look at how many people were waving her off? Jesus. His dead eyes stare.
That's a cracking send-off she's having.
Considering the size of the party, I doubt she's just going on holiday.
Give Layton some level of grace. His eyes are literally dots. Oh, mystery! Katya is the only daughter of the Dropstone's most influential man, Mr. Anderson, and has boarded the Momentary Express. Several villagers came to see her off, yet she travels alone. Where is Katya headed? Why is she making the journey there by herself? And with that, a successful stream of Layton. Many moments where I'm bad at puzzles, but you know what you're getting into when you get involved in this franchise with me. If I'm here, if I'm playing this franchise and you're watching this franchise, you know I'm stupid. You know I'm bad. You know I'm dumb. You know what you're getting yourself involved with. But no bullshit. Some little weird oddities, but I always have little weird oddities with puzzles. That be the nature of puzzles. Thank you all so much for watching. We're just gonna stick with this. I can't imagine there will be any possible way for a puzzle to be as fucked as the fountain one. I can't imagine that being a possibility. Anyways, like always, we're at the end of the stream. When he sees a puzzle. Jesus Christ. Anyways, as always when we get to the end of the stream, I just need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you all so much for watching. We will continue Pandora's Box next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, I don't know if I've mentioned that on, the YouTube videos. The idea is that, for these series, when I go between, Layton, Kill the Past, Ace Attorney, Metal Gear, I want to keep them on, the same day every week. Because I know that people really look forward to those things, so it's just, keep it consistent so people know when to come for it. I'd love to do it on a Saturday, because more people can show, my Saturday, because more people can show up then, but I now work later that day. So, it's I can do it on a day where more people can show up, but it'll be starting way later every week, and I don't think people want that. Anyways, I'm out of here. I will see you next time for more puzzles. So until then, this is version 2, signing out.